Yo, and hello, and welcome to the 179th episode of GameSpeak Podcast. New episodes go for free feed subscribers every Wednesday in audio format on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify, and all of your favorite podcast platforms, as well as in video format on YouTube, so you can see us in stunning high definition, where we need you to hit subscribe and click that notification bell. We are now streaming live every Tuesday at 7:50 p.m. CST on twitch.tv/GameSpeakPodcast. If you want to catch the show as it happens before anyone else. This show is two childhood BFFs bringing you all things video games. You can find us online at GameSpeakPodcast.com, where we need you to subscribe, to our official newsletter so you can make sure you never miss an episode. Also, be sure to join the community in the Facebook group at facebook.com/group/GameSpeakPodcast to hang and talk games with other nerds like us. I'm one of your hosts, JAMAL Al-Jafra, alongside Brent Bustlin' Bass.
Bustling.
Every day I'm bustling.
What does that mean? Does that mean I'm like moving?
I feel like you're moving real fast.
Like through a bush? Can I be in a bush?
I guess you can be in a bush if you want to be in a bush, but I don't think that's what that means.
It's not inherently.
No,
you don't have to be in a bush.
A bustle is a bush. Bustle in means that you straight moving.
Okay.
I like to imagine that you're just moving keys, dude.
Okay.
All day.
I guess
that's not an admittance of a felony or a federal crime.
It could be.
But it could be.
Yeah.
But that's up to you. But yeah, that's what I imagine you're doing.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I like that. It works. That works. What's up? What's been going on?
No, I'm just kidding. No, nothing really, actually. This week has been pretty, the past week has been all right. I've been working on my A+ cert, as I've been saying. You know, I'm like over halfway through the book, so we're getting there. We're making progress. I'm working hard on that shit.
Do you feel like a computer genius right now?
And not a genius, but I feel like I have like a fundamental understanding of computers now that like I can't believe I didn't have before. Like now whenever I hear somebody talking about CPUs and GPUs and all this stuff, I'm like, oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Makes more sense.
Yeah. It feels good to know.
Do you understand how it works or how to put it together or both? Like, so if
both.
I gave you like a case and like a fucking, GPU, CPU, all that shit, you could put it all together?
Yes.
Cool.
Absolutely.
So you might have to do Could you maintenance my computer?
Yes.
Is the real question.
Like
it's
maintenance what? As in your OS or maintenance?
Like when these motherfucking 30 series NVIDIA graphics cards comes out, can you take my old one out and then put a new one in? But the problem is my CPU is not going to be hardcore enough.
That's what I was about to say. Is your motherboard and your CPU even capable of communicating with the GPU that you want? So,
well, I know my motherboard would be, but my CPU would probably need an upgrade a little bit. You know what I mean? So I'd probably need to put a better...
Well, you can't just go willy-nilly throwing new CPUs into a motherboard if it can't handle it. So that's the problem. That's why I'm asking if your motherboard can handle it.
You'll probably have to take a look.
I'll take a look under the hood.
Pop
and see
the hood on that bad boy.
I could never say that about a car, but I could definitely say that about a computer now. But yeah, so I've been doing that. I was really like, for some reason last week whenever we started talking about Doom, the DLC coming out for Doom, about it being in heaven and whatnot, I got this like strong urge to watch that movie Legion.
Oh, do
you remember that movie?
Vaguely.
With like the weird like demon whose mouth or like jaw drops like super low and like looks
I'm still thinking of Constantine. I think I don't know.
So Legion is about God has like been like fuck humans, like I'm done with humans. They keep failing me. It's
Makes
not
sense.
working out. So he sends all the angels to just destroy humanity. And there's like this pregnant
that sounds dope
chick, so like Dennis Quaid like runs this like little like little restaurant car repair shop out in the middle of the desert. And
popping the hood on this.
He's popping the hood.
Okay.
And so like the guy from A Knight's Tale, you know, do you remember like the funny guy?
Heath Ledger?
No, the other guy.
I
forget his name. He plays something in the Marvel universe now, and I don't remember what it is. My brother was just telling me the other day who he plays. I can't
remember.
But anyways,
I only remember Heath Ledger from that movie.
You don't remember the naked guy? Like he like finds a dude like naked and he becomes like his manager basically. He's just like
I remember like the plot, but I don't remember like any faces in that movie.
Okay.
Like, it's weird.
Anyways, I'm gonna look him up, but while I'm doing that, what I was gonna say is, so the movie, this guy from A Knight's Tale is Michael, the archangel Michael, and he comes down and he's like, this isn't what God truly wants. He's like, I'm going to save the humans. And like, so he's like, for some reason he has to fight, like the angels can like take over human bodies and they're just like creepy as shit. And so like, they like come, like it starts out, like in the bigger cities, and Michael like cuts off his wings. And so, like, his halo falls off, which is like a thing wrapped around his throat, like,
I might have seen this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
They have the little rings around their neck. Yeah.
Yeah, and so he cuts his wings off, so the thing falls off, so he can't be tracked, I guess, or whatever by God. I don't know how that works, but it's a ridiculous action movie, but it has like a really cool story. It's like just over the top camp, and so like. Basically, this old lady like comes into the restaurant, and the lady, like the girl is pregnant. She's the one that like the Michael has to save. He has to save like it's like obviously like a Jesus story, kind of like a nativity story, but like with her being pregnant and whatnot. But anyways, so the angel or like the old lady comes in and she's like, oh, I'd like a steak. And she's like, oh, okay. What how do you want it? She's like, just like raw, like basically like just like bloody steak. And then she's like, what about the baby? Where's the father? And she's like, oh, I don't need him. Like I feel like I can do this on my own. And she's like, but what about the baby? And she's like, what are you saying? And she's like, the baby's gonna burn. And then like just like starts crawling on the walls, and like they have to fucking like kill this old lady, and it gets intense. And like if you don't remember that scene, you've probably never seen the movie.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen pieces of this movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The guy's name is Paul Bettany though. He plays he was in Avengers Age of Ultron. He is.
You got a picture of this guy?
Yeah, here. This guy. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know who he plays. I'm bad about Marvel stuff. But anyways, good movie. I just felt like watching a crazy like campy action film, and that one just happened to be the thing that came to mind whenever we were talking about like fighting angels in heaven. I was like, oh man, that's gonna be awesome. But yeah, that's some of the stuff I've been doing. I mean, I played something besides Warzone this week, but only a little bit.
I'm excited.
So we'll talk about that later. But what about you? What you been up to?
Man, usually I write down a few things that I've done during the week in this little intro part of my little template or whatever, and that part is just blank right now. Yesterday was my girlfriend's birthday. We went to Papa Do's.
Happy birthday, Audra.
Yeah, happy birthday, Audra. Shout outs, we went to Papa Do's. We got some crab. It was fun. Let's see. We started watching The Legend of Korra. I told you we finished Avatar. So
you had to move into the next one.
Yeah, we moved into the next one.
I heard it's not as good.
I'm enjoying it, but it is a little cheesier. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's still good. I don't know.
I don't know how it could get cheesier, but
I mean,
this is another conversation I had with my brother. He's like, you think a lot of things are extremely cheesy. I'm like, no, I just think Creed is cheesy, and Nickelback is cheesy. I think everyone thinks they're cheesy.
Creed is not cheesy, bro. No, I'm just kidding.
But but yeah, so tell me about this Korra.
I'm not very far into it right now. So, I mean, like, I've watched a few episodes, and I like it so far, but, I mean, basically, it's just, like, after, like, it's, like, 50 years after the Avatar show, so it's, like, its own self-contained story, you know what I mean?
Cool.
And it's set in this, like, post-Aang society where, like, the world is, like, evolving, and, like, they've invented cars and shit, and so, like...
In 50 years?
Yeah.
The fuck? Did they find a UFO and reverse engineer it?
Well, basically, Aang brought all the fucking, nations together, and everybody lived in harmony. So, like, they figured out how to use the fire and earth bending and elements and stuff, like, all together, so they advanced as a society a lot faster.
If you mix fire and water, it makes a car, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
Little did they know.
Well, that's the problem. That's the problem in Korra, is, like, so far, like, the technology is getting so advanced that, like, there's, like...
They're forgetting the elements that...
there's, like, sects of people that are, like, rising up against the
technology,
the benders, and, like, fighting they're basically just, like, trying to kill all the benders and stuff.
They're like, we hate change.
They're just like,
those people.
Do what?
They're like the we hate change people. It's like, we should go back to living out in the the woods and that kind of person.
Not really. It's kind of like the opposite of that. Like, we want change, and we're going to kill everybody together.
Oh, wow. Okay, so they want more technology.
No, they want to use the technology to finally overthrow the oppressive benders that have been keeping society held down.
So every guess I had was completely wrong. Okay. I just need to watch the show, apparently.
You should check the show out.
But that sounds like there's, like, a lot of, like, ideas they could have done with that whole thing, with the technology booming and stuff, because I mean, to make it relevant, where there's, like, always the people that are like, change is bad and evil, and they're gonna...
I feel like there's gonna be some of that too, you know what I mean? I feel like we're gonna see both sides of the coin,
I like that. I like coins. So yeah, I guess that's it for what we've been doing this week. We can just jump into the gaming news. Not too much, but there was some interesting stuff that we need to talk about.
Yeah, I've got a good little bit if you want me to start it off.
Well, just so you guys know, we are using articles from gaming news sites from around the web, and we do not claim any of the articles as our own. We're simply bringing them all into one place so we can, let you guys know about the news and talk about it. Brent, start us off. What do you got?
All right. Well, before we get into this, gangster ass shit in the gaming industry that's going on right now, let me tell you guys about this. Ghost of Tsushima launched as a single player game. Okay, I'm just gonna skip the bullshit.
Yeah, skip the bullshit.
Ghost of Tsushima is getting a co-op mode later this year, which is really exciting because I know a lot of people really liked it, and I've heard of several people say, "Oh, this would be fun if you could do 2-player." Well, now you can. They're gonna have a 2-player.
But it's like a specific mode, though.
So there's going to be several modes. It says Legends will be exclusively reserved for co-ops with groups of 2 or 4. You can choose one of 4 characters to play with. Blah blah blah. Let's see.
They have, like, differing classes or something.
It says with 2 players, you can take on co-op story missions. With a full group of 4, you can take on wave-based survival missions. So, and it says there will also be super difficult 4-player raids coming sometime after Legends launches.
Nice.
So that's kind of fun, you know what I mean? They're gonna, and apparently the Legends mode is gonna be set in, like, a more mythical version of Ghost of Tsushima. So there's gonna be, like, monsters and stuff that, like, wouldn't be in the normal game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
It's gonna be more legendary,
I
guess. I don't know.
Kind of like what they did with I know it's in China, but still with Sleeping Dogs, how they had that, like, that whole little, like, mode where, like, you fight, like,
Oh, the DLC where you're in, like, the...
like, fighting, like, apparitions and shit.
Yeah.
Like, the mythical stuff.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Very funny. Very weird that that same thing is going to happen with this. I wonder why. But anyways, Jordan Oloman at GameSpot says a listing suggesting the existence of a Nintendo Switch port for The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword has been found online. As noted by Twitter user Wario64, the listing appeared briefly on Amazon UK before being promptly taken down. You can still follow the link to the listing, which now leads to a dead page, though you can see the, quote, Legend Zelda Skyward Sword Switch tags in the URL. While this leak doesn't formally confirm anything, it does suggest that we could see a Nintendo Switch port of Skyward Sword in the future. So yeah, that seems pretty interesting to take a game that was so stuck on Switch, because of its motion controls and stuff, and move it to this newer console. I wonder how that would work in handheld mode,
I don't think I think it would be a motion
motion only though? If that's the case, they wouldn't be able to sell it for full price. There's no way.
Oh yeah, they would for sure.
Also, because
just like every other first-party game, if they can remake the fucking Game Boy fucking Legend of Zelda and sell it at full price, they can damn sure remake.
Well, they actually
Skyward
remade
Sword.
It though. This might not be a if they do remake it, they're have to get rid of the motion controls.
It's not just gonna be like a fucking straight port. That would be ridiculous. It's at least gonna be like a step up, like Wind Waker was for Wii U. You know what I mean?
Hopefully,
like, that's what I'm thinking. I think it's gonna be like a straightforward port that's repainted. You know what I mean?
Like a remaster, not a remake.
The thing is, you'd have to remake it entirely if you want the fucking game to work, like, without the motion controls. Like, I was saying this earlier, it's not like you can just, okay, let's grab a controller and play the same game. Like, it's not the same game anymore. That'd be like jumping on Half-Life Alyx on, like, a fucking Xbox controller. Like, it just wouldn't be, you know, the puzzles would lose their specialness. Everything about the game would get, like, less
special.
Interesting. Yeah.
Well, the problem is that they've sold a bunch of Switch Switch lights, which connect to a TV. So
you're right. They'd have to figure something out.
There's got to be, if this game is truly coming out.
You can connect Joy-Cons to a Switch Lite. It wouldn't be optimal.
You wouldn't be able to even see what you're doing.
It wouldn't be the best way to play, for sure, but you can do it. You know what I mean?
I mean, you could, but I mean, like, you would literally be looking at the little 2.5-inch screen, like, while standing away from it, moving your arm. Like, there's no way you could do that. There's no way you would be able to see what you're doing.
Well, then, I mean, they're going to figure out a way to play this, you know, in handheld mode. It just won't be as good. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. You're going to you're going to be sacrificing most of, like, what makes this game it.
Unless they pull a full remake and they, like, change the puzzles and stuff.
See, that's also an option. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot going for the game that you could rework easily to be like a traditional, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, because it's like the true prequel to the Zelda series, right? This is like before all of the games.
It's basically before everything. And like, I don't know. One of the things that makes the game so good is like how deep the combat is, and like when the enemies will block with their sword and you have to like swipe or like attack the right way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you could figure out some way to like emulate almost like Obi-Wan. Remember that Star Wars Obi-Wan game? Like, if you could give Link, like, full control of the sword, like, full range of motion with one of the sticks or something somehow, you could make it
work.
Yeah. I think that would make up for a lot of the... I don't know. It just wouldn't be the same. Like, especially with the Switch's, like, dope gyro controls. Like, this would be the optimal way to play this. You know what I mean? They need to leave the game's integrity intact and just let you play it the way it was meant to be played. And, like, it'll finally be, like, way better than the Wii controls. You know what I mean? Like,
I agree that they should, but at the same time, I know they have to do something to make it playable in handheld mode. That's there's literally, like, no other option for them. That's just Nintendo. Like, they can't just, you know, make a game, like, bring a game. One, it's expensive to do this. And if they're only going to be able to sell it to the people that don't have Switch Lites, they're going to be losing a lot of money.
No, you're right. I mean, there's no way they're going to drop it without some kind of way to play it just in straight up handheld mode.
They should keep the motion control. Maybe there should be an option.
There will be an option. I guarantee you. If they bring this game back, it will have the option. You know what I mean?
For sure. What you got?
Okay. Let's see. So, a movie based on Campo Santo's adventure game Firewatch is in the works.
What the fuck?
It's being produced by Snoot Entertainment, the indie publishing label behind Blind Spotting, Little Monsters, and others. Snoot Entertainment co-founders Jess Wu Calder and Keith Calder will serve as producers. Campo Santo co-founder Jake Rodkin and Sean Van Man will also produce. No other details such as casting announcements or tentative release window have been revealed. The Calders briefly spoke of their Firewatch adoration with The Hollywood Reporter, saying they're excited to bring it to the big screen. Quote, Firewatch is a stunning accomplishment, a beautiful and heartbreaking piece of art, Calder said. I'm delighted that Sean and Jake are letting us ruin their perfect video game by turning it into a movie or a TV show. So that's fun, you know?
Yeah. At least they know they're ruining it.
Yeah.
Because that story doesn't,
it's not going to translate well to a movie or something.
No.
It's good because you put yourself in the shoes of the character and experience it like you're living his life. The only way you could make this work is if you like somehow shot it from a first person perspective, and like it just wouldn't work. There's no way to make this work.
Yeah, no, not at all. I think they're just they know it's gonna be stupid, but they're gonna do it.
It's gonna be so stupid. Especially, you can't do a TV show. Especially, maybe a movie. Maybe you could squeeze a movie worth of content out of that game. But not a fucking TV show. It's not going to happen.
No. So I didn't write down an article for this. You might have like a legit article for it, but like I think literally like a couple of hours ago, Batman Gotham Knights was teased.
Was it like legit teased or like?
Yeah, by WB Montreal. Like there wasn't a trailer or anything. So I guess it was like WB Montreal on Twitter or somebody. Somebody on Twitter posted a picture of Batman Gotham Knights. Like that's what it was called.
Yeah, I have a thing over here somewhere. They're apparently on the 22nd, I think. Yeah, they're doing the DC Fandom. They're gonna announce the new Suicide Squad game, and everybody's assuming they're gonna announce Batman Arkham Knight. So, I mean, you know, the one that we're talking about. So
whatever the
new Batman game is. Yeah. So that's exciting. You know.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I really enjoed the Batman games, and to think that
those were Rocksteady games.
True.
In Montreal's a different team.
Yeah, there was something missing from the Origins. Did you play Origins versus the other ones?
I didn't play Origins. That was the one on the DS, right?
No.
That was Blackgate.
It came to everything. Like the one that they made already has come. So Rocksteady made 3. Rocksteady made Arkham Knight, Arkham Origins, Arkham Asylum. Yeah. And then they, Warner Brothers Montreal made Arkham Origins, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I heard it wasn't that good, though.
It wasn't bad. It was just kind of missing something. You know what I mean? Like, it just felt like part of the soul was gone or something. You know what I mean?
Well, maybe with all the time they've spent teasing this game, they've been putting work into the game, too. You know, like, that's what I'm hoping, is that, like, all this time they haven't just been sitting on the game and they're just like, we're going to keep teasing it forever. Like, they're the fucking Riddler or something.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like every you know, couple of months they're like, guess what? We're making a game. And it's like, we fucking know. Like, I don't know what's up with all the developers this year. Like, you know, publishers just like teasing the shit out of stuff. Like, just show us the fucking games at this point. Like, people are just hungry for games, you know?
I think maybe people are digging up leaks easier now or something. And then, like, developers are trying to just be like, oh, well, fuck it. We'll just say something early because the leak's already out. You know what I mean? And it's just kind of like, I think people aren't getting to share when they want to share. You know what I mean? They're being like forced into the spotlight. You know what I mean?
Well, I agree, but I mean, don't tease it. Just say what it is. You know, and over time it just gets old. Like, just be like, hey guys, this got leaked, so we're just gonna let you know. We're gonna get in front of this and be like, hey, this is the game we're making, and it'll be out when it's ready. You know,
mean, we're talking about it though. You know what I mean?
Only because it just happened, like, for the 17th time, and I'm just angry about it. Like, I at this point, I don't give a fuck. Just like
true, but I feel like that's exactly what they're trying to do, is just get us to talk about it. You know, they say there's no such thing as bad press. So even if we're sitting here bitching about it, blah blah blah, we're still giving it attention, which is what it wants. What that big corporate greed monster wants. Yeah?
Yeah, and that's why I'm never talking about it again. This is the last time.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Voting with my mouth.
Yeah, I like that.
That sounds weird. All right. What do you got?
All right. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Oh, okay. VR music game Beat Saber has a new Linkin Park music DLC pack on all platforms. Dude,
is that what's on there?
Probably. Yeah. There's 11 songs across their whole, you know, career of music. You know what I mean?
11 songs?
11 songs.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's all right.
But that's better than a lot of the other music packs.
It starts with one thing.
Dude, like the fucking Panic at the Disco music pack only has like 4 songs or something like that, and the Green Day music pack only has like 6 songs. So this is one of the better music packs, actually.
That's what but Linkin Park, I mean, 11 songs is like probably all of their like
it's
hits.
All the hits. Yeah. It's all the ones you want. You know what I mean? And, dude, they translate so good to Beat Saber. It's like, I don't know, just something about, like, the drums. There's not enough rock shit in Beat Saber. Most of it's, like, dubstep and stuff, you know? But when you get a game with some good, like, drum shit going on, you know what I mean? It really, I don't know, ups the fucking Beat Sabering, you know what I mean?
That's like our generation's version of, like, man, too much mumbling on the radio now. It's like they don't put enough rock tracks in Beat Saber.
It's true, though.
It's all this technology music.
I wouldn't mind some rap in Beat Saber either, you know? It's just a lot of, like, dubstep until the music packs. The music packs have really been expanding the game. Honestly, if I wanted to, I could probably, like, go hack the game and, like, add my own music into it, but I'm too lazy for that.
Yeah, dude. You need to put Through the Fire and the Flames
in there.
You
definitely can, yeah.
Your arms would just rip off.
I'm just like, I don't have, like, the patience to, like, hack into the APK file and, like, put all the music in. Like, there's a way to do it, and a lot of people are like, it's the only way to play Beat Saber. But
the only way. Yeah. So some sad news. This is by way of Stephen T. Wright at GameSpot. A longtime Microsoft employee has died, and several Xbox veterans are paying their respects. Brett Shepf worked on notable Microsoft products such as Microsoft Flight Simulator, the Sidewinder controller, and the launch of the original Xbox, which he contributed to greatly to. The original Xbox controller was nicknamed the Duke, a name that originated from his son, who was very young at the time. So we lost the creator of the name of the Duke controller. He actually worked on the Duke controller.
That's super sad.
Yeah. So rest in peace, Mr. Shep. We will hold your Duke all the time.
Yeah. At least his legacy lives on. You know what I mean?
It does. In the greatest controller that ever was created,
Dude,
in my opinion, I think it was one of the best controllers.
I'm with you because I've always had like bigger hands than you know what I mean. I don't know. I've got these big old hands.
I got these big old hands.
Big old hands in it.
And I don't know what to do with them.
To date, it's been like I've always liked just how big it is. I don't know. It's like it really just fits perfectly. You know.
Yes.
The only problem with the original Duke controller is that it doesn't have bumpers. So for modern gaming, but I guess it
wouldn't work.
You could get that Hyperkin gaming one that's got the bumpers or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I miss the black and white buttons, man.
Those black and white buttons went hard, dude.
Yeah, they did.
Although in hindsight, the bumpers are a much better idea.
Well, yeah, because
they're
they're right there, you know, rather than having to like come over here with.
They should have kept one bumper black and one bumper white, so we had a black and white. Like fuck left bumper, right bumper. Let's keep the, you know what I mean?
The color scheme.
Yeah. Well, they missed an opportunity.
Yeah, they did. What you got?
Oh, okay. You know, that's something we could bring back on the new controller, and it would be like a cool throwback, and it would give us some extra buttons. You know what I mean? Just saying.
Well, not extra. Just change the bumpers to black and white.
We could have the bumpers and the black and white buttons.
Well, you could make them like paddles on the back, and then every controller has paddles. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck bumpers. Now we're doing paddles. I like that.
Yeah, we're doing you have the bumpers and the paddles. Like
and
on
the black and white buttons?
No.
I'm just kidding.
The paddles are black and white.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm saying replace the paddles with black and white.
Yeah.
And only on the Xbox do we call them black and white buttons.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
Ooh, I like and then we add buttons to the bottom. No.
Pinky buttons, dog.
Your controller's only got 10 buttons. Mine's got 50. Yeah.
Okay, there's another Pokemon Go Community Day coming up, and they're going to let you vote on it on August 22nd, which Pokemon you want. So you're going to get to pick between Caterpie, Charmander, Grimer, and Porygon, and the runner-up will be next month's, Community Day. So if you care about Pokemon Go or Community Day at all, it might be worth casting your vote.
Yeah. Remember, no melon voting. No, I'm just kidding.
Please don't vote for Caterpie.
Yeah, there's no democracy in Pokemon, is there? I feel like they're gonna just it's rigged, you know?
Yeah.
I feel. Do you think Caterpie will concede? No,
bro, I hope so. Fuck. I don't want no more Caterpies.
All right, enough political jokes. Haley Williams at GameSpot says, while a number of actors from the original Matrix trilogy, including Carrie-Anne Moss or Trinity, Jada Pinkett Smith or Niobe, and of course Keanu Reeves, I don't know who he plays in the movie. No, I'm just kidding. The one, are reprising their roles for the upcoming Matrix sequel. Morpheus actor Lawrence Fishburne will not.
Wait.
The Wrap reports. Yeah.
Didn't Neo die at the end of the fucking...
That's what I thought. I talked to my brother about this as well, all in the same conversation, and he was like, no, he didn't die because the
he
Oracle...
He became one with the Matrix.
Yeah,
and
he became the computer.
Zipped into the universe and shit.
But... The Oracle was sitting on the bench at the end with that little girl, and the little girl's like, will he come back? And she's like, yeah. Or she's like, or something like, yeah, he'll be back eventually or something like that. So, and also, Trinity definitely died.
Okay.
Yeah, but she's coming back.
I guess theoretically, if you think about it from like a Matrix 2 standpoint, you could look at one of the many universes. Yeah, it could be one of any Neos from any infinite universes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like at this point he's so in the Matrix that he's not even like human anymore. Like he's just like, bzz, 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 like he doesn't even speak. But anyways, the reason why I brought this up is because it is gaming related. It says the reason for this is simple. Wait, this is what Morpheus said, or Lawrence Fishburne said. I have not been invited, Fishburne told New York Magazine when asked about the project, adding, maybe that will make me write another play. I wish them well. I hope it's great. The Wrap speculates that the movie may respect the canon of The Matrix Online, where Morpheus was killed as part of a game event. The game tells the story of Morpheus's attempts to recover Neo's body from the machines and his subsequent rampage through the megacity. The machines respond by sending the assassin after Morpheus, who later dies from gunshot wounds. The game has previously gained the Wachowski sisters' blessings as a continuation of the film series, though that may change with the new sequel. However, character deaths don't seem to be too much of an issue as far as plot lines go, as both Neo and Trinity are returning despite their deaths in the original film trilogy. Hugo Weaving will not be returning as Agent Smith despite his efforts to the contrary as well.
So you're not going to have Hugo Weaving or Lawrence Fishburne? The two most important fucking people in the... Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Morpheus makes... the Matrix,
yeah.
like if you
and
go
he's
back,
like the only one that's still alive technically. Like, come on.
Well, not if
fuck the Matrix Online,
the online game.
Yeah, go fuck yourself, dude. No, dude.
I agree. And my thing is like, honestly, they probably shouldn't have even fucked with this part of the story. I feel like they should have done like what they did with the Animatrix and do like side stories where Morpheus is going in and getting people, trying to find the one, but like breaking people free of the Matrix and stuff. Like, I feel like that could have been cool, but
we need another side story video game like Enter the Matrix. That shit was tight.
Oh yeah, where it was like literally written by the Wachowskis and like directed by the Wachowskis.
I'm probably alone in this, but I want Enter the Matrix 2, like a direct sequel to Enter the Matrix with like Ghost and Niobe or whatever.
That would just be 3.
3?
I mean, that would be
Matrix 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. But I mean, like, okay, maybe not a direct sequel to the events of that game, but like I want those characters in a different situation. You know?
I mean,
unless they died, I can't remember if they died in the game.
I'm sure they did.
Or in
Everyone
the movie.
dies.
They might have died in the movie. I think they did die in the movie. Oh well.
Either way, you can't do the Matrix 4 without Morpheus. I feel like this is all a lie. I feel like like maybe they're just trying to get people to think that he's not going to be there. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. Hopefully this is good. I mean, at least one of the Wachowskis is
That'd
writing
be some bullshit if they replace him with some random fucking young, hot version of him. Like, you know what I mean?
Young, hot Morpheus.
Yeah, they get like a fucking... What if they... No, what's that other guy who looks just like Lawrence Fishburne? He's like in CSI and stuff. Fucking...
Oh, God, I know who you're talking about.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That'd be so fucking insulting if they just get that guy to come...
Like Matrix, or not Matrix, Morpheus made the Matrix.
Definitely.
Like the way he talked, the way he was just so comforting, like, with everything. Like even in the times where shit was getting bad, like he was always that like connection to like calmness. He's like, you just gotta be good, man. It's all good.
You just gotta jump out the window,
yeah.
Neo. It's okay.
And even if he didn't do it, he's like, it was meant to happen this way. We'll figure it out. It's like, damn, he's just so good.
Yeah.
Such a good character. Anyways, what else you got over there?
All right. Let's see what I got over here. All right. Fuck it. I guess we'll talk about this crazy shit going on over here.
Are you talking about with Epic?
Yeah. So, okay. I don't even really know where to start.
Just give us the rundown of what happened. Like, you don't have to read the whole article.
There's a lot to go through. Okay, so basically, Epic announced recently that they're going to slash the price of all their V-Bucks by 20%. So all the V-Bucks will be 20% cheaper. And
everywhere.
And everybody's excited about it, whatever. So they drop it everywhere, but then on the Apple Store for mobile and the Google Play Store for mobile, they, rather than fucking just drop it 20% and then continue to pay Apple and Google their cut, they created their own like store within the game and undercut the price. So if you want to get the 20% discount, you have to buy your V-Bucks through the in-game store. But you could still go to Apple's store and buy V-Bucks for the same price. For the same price you were getting it for. You know what I mean? So naturally, this pissed off Apple and Google. Apple pulls Fortnite off the Apple store, and then like a day later, Google pulls Fortnite off the Google Play
Store. I feel like
store.
That's got to be some breach of contract type shit.
Yeah, well, so, okay, Fortnite was ready for this. Okay, Fortnite obviously knew this was going to happen because less than like an hour after Apple pulls their fucking shit off the store, Fortnite puts a video up in-game, okay? And so from here, you have to go back in time, okay? So in 1984...
It's a long time ago.
Apple released their first commercial for their computer. And they drew parallels to George Orwell's 1984 in their little video. And Apple's commercial shows this subservient crowd all sitting there staring at this Mac or whatever, you know what I mean? And they're like, oh, if you're going to be a slave to the one monopoly, corporation that's taking you over. And then it shows some Apple guy running the room and he like throws a hammer at the screen and it's like, this is why 1984 won't be like 1984.
Because we're going to stop Microsoft.
Yeah. And it shows this Apple, and like it was like big. Everybody's like, okay, Apple's the good guy, So yeah. Fortnite does their own little parody of this. And it's like, this is why 2020 won't be like 1984. And they show the Fortnite guy running and he throws a fucking hammer through the Apple screen, you know what I mean?
Wow.
So it's like a direct, like the guy on the screen talking is a big apple for a head, you know what I mean? Like he's like they're taking shots at Apple, you know what I mean? And so sorry, I got to catch my breath.
It's a tough story to talk about.
It is. And so then basically after that, Apple's like, "All right, well, fuck you guys then. Y'all can't use our developer tools anymore, and you can't have your game on our store anymore. And basically, since you can't use our developer tools, developers no longer can make games with the Unreal Engine that will work on iOS anymore." You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. So that's even cutting more money from them.
Exactly. So Epic's like, yo, okay, now we're going to file a lawsuit because now you're actively like undermining our whole business. You know what I mean? Just because so basically Epic is trying to like get a cease and desist kind of thing until they settle this all in court. They're like, look, if you're going to fuck us raw, at least wait until we've settled it in court. You know what I mean? And then fuck us raw. Don't do it while the court proceedings are going on. So like, shit's going real, and then Google's in on it too. Google's like, nah, fuck y'all, and Fortnite's like, nah, fuck y'all. And so, like, I don't know, man. I don't necessarily think Epic is in the right here, though. I don't know.
No, they're not, because I mean, like, you can't just undercut the Apple's store.
Yeah, I mean, everybody that goes onto the Apple store signs the same kind of contracts and the same kind of agreements and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's weird. Okay, like Epic is just trying to pull like a
power move. They think they're gonna pull a power move here.
Yeah,
you know
and I don't think it's gonna work.
And they think they're gonna rally the people around them, like, oh, we're all gonna be the good guy here. We're fighting against the monopoly. Like, no, you're being greedy. You want to get all the money for your little V-Bucks, you know what I mean, from your free game.
Yeah.
This is how the fuck Apple's making money off of you. Like, what do you think? They're just like, okay, well, let's let their free game go in our store and then not make any fucking money off of it. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
The fact that both Google and Apple were like, yo, okay, what the fuck? Like, and why randomly do this? Like, what was they must be losing money right now.
Well, the problem is, I mean, that's another thing, okay? With Google, I get, like, with Android, there's other ways to get the Fortnite on your phone, So it's okay, it's not a big deal if Google takes it off the Google Play Store, because people can just go to a third-party, like, retailer or, like, find it somewhere else on the internet and download it onto their phone, You know what I mean? Whereas iPhone, you can't do that, you know what I mean? So it's, like, not as big of a deal with Google. Google can kind of just be like, fuck you, but still give them the freedom to do whatever they want on their platform. I don't know. It's interesting. And now they're thinking, like, okay, iOS might just completely block Fortnite from working at all.
Yeah, I saw, like, even taking it from people that already have it downloaded and stuff.
Like, completely just cutting it off. So this could be drastically this could be a huge shift in the way phone games work. Like, pretty soon, every phone game might be in Unity. You know what I mean? Pretty soon, a lot more games might be developed in Unity just because the concept, like, okay, if my game ever wants to see the light of day on iOS or Google Play, it's got to be in a different engine. Yeah,
it can't be in the Unreal Engine. Wow. Whew. That's crazy. So, like, I mean, they fucking did this to themselves, man. Like, I mean, I want to see how this plays out in court, because I really think they're going to get fucked.
Definitely. I mean, this is bluntly, like, just them saying, no, fuck you guys, we're going to do what we want, like a little fucking kid. Like, I don't know, man. Tim Sweeney, I'm usually with you on most things.
Yeah, that's what I say. It's like they took it a little too far. They went from being for the people to just being anarchist. They're just like, yeah, we're for the people, and then they were all of a sudden they were just like, wait a minute. We're for us. And then we just want fucking money, bro.
To me, it feels like a fucking, like, bully at the school that, like, steals some kid's lunch money and then goes and buys some fucking girl ice cream to impress them or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like they're trying to look like the good guy, but they're doing bad things. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, very weird, very strange.
And they
situation.
don't need more money right now. Like, they're not doing bad. I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, that's what I was saying. I was like, why would they do this so randomly? Right now, they must be losing money.
Yeah.
Maybe they're not hurting for money, but maybe they're losing money on Fortnite right now. And they're trying to build up some steam for Fortnite again. And I could see that being the case. I mean, the game's been number one for so long, eventually the numbers got to start going down. And that's probably what's happening right now.
I feel like they flex on Steam. You know what I mean? With their Epic store, and they're like, okay, that went well. Who else can we fucking flex on? You know what I mean?
Just got little man syndrome.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, bitch.
We're the new kids in town.
It's like, oh, God, Epic's coming.
Like, if any company would not surprise me to just drop a console, it would be fucking Epic. You know what I mean?
They could at this point.
Like, if they dropped their own console, I wouldn't even be shocked. I'd be like, all right, yeah.
The problem is I don't think anybody wants in the console business right now, just because it's on its way out. Like,
oh yeah, definitely.
With all fucking, like, if they did their own streaming though, like if they did like a cloud or like xCloud type thing, I could see that.
I think everybody kind of wanted to see how Stadia would do.
Yeah,
everyone's like, I'm good on that.
But anyways, yeah. So that's some of the crazy shit going down. So another lawsuit. Stephen T. Wright says at GameSpot. Loot boxes might be all the rage these days across the gaming space, but the practice continues to be a controversial subject in some quarters. Now, a class action lawsuit filed in California claims that the FIFA series' Ultimate Team mode is a form of gambling. Quote, EA's Ultimate Team packs are loot boxes. Buying the packs are nothing more than a gambling bet, end quote. A portion of the case reads, as reported by VGC, Quote, purchased using real money, the Ultimate Team Packs are simply wagers on completely randomized chances within the game to win valuable professional players and other items for the EA Gamers virtual sports team. End quote. The suit seeks damages of $5 million and includes a proposed class of more than 100. Plaintiff Kevin Ramirez says that he spent more than $600 on FIFA and Madden's Ultimate Team modes since 2011. It sounds like a personal problem. Yeah.
Especially when you could just go to like Play Now and play with all the people you're paying money for like immediately.
Yeah,
like
what
with
the fuck?
You know?
In the past, EA has responded to such accusations by claiming that players are guaranteed to receive at least some item from a loot box, so they do not constitute gambling. This explanation did not hold water for French regulators, though. They did conclude that loot boxes do not meet the standard for gambling under their country's laws. California law defines an illegal gambling device as, quote, a machine, aperture, or device. Something of value is given to play, and the player may receive something of value by element of chance, end quote.
I mean, it's a slippery slope because if you're going to call loot boxes gambling, then inherently you have to call packs of Pokemon cards gambling. You have to call any kind of thing where there's a chance element and a small fee. They're right. I mean, you're getting something. It might be shit. It might be stupid, but you're getting something. You're not gambling, you know?
You're getting something of value, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, to me, it's just the same as buying a pack of Pokemon cards. It might bring you joy, but it doesn't really do anything for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
you might get a whole packet of Caterpies.
Yeah.
You know? And that's the thing, though. He spent $600 since 2011, so you've only spent $600 in 10 fucking years? Like,
I mean, it's especially stupid if you know how stupid the fucking mode that he's spending this shit on is.
Yeah.
Like, it's like there's other game modes in the game where you don't have to spend money and you can play as everybody. You know what I mean?
I'm personally surprised this man figured out how to get a lawyer. Like, he's so fucking stupid.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I'm sorry, but if you're listening to this, you're fucking stupid.
To me, like, a legit gambling addiction makes more sense than that. You know what I mean? Like, at least you have a chance to win some money, you know? Fucking hey, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know,
what
man.
the hell?
And I'm so glad they took the fucking Ultimate Team shit out of fucking the new UFC game. Like, I feel like they just waste resources making that fucking stupid game mode. And, like, people buy that shit. If people would just stop buying the stupid shit, they'd stop putting it in there.
Yeah,
like,
you could quit spending $600. You could have bought an Xbox Series X with that money.
Jesus Christ, you really could have.
Anyways, what you got, Brent?
All right, let's see what we got here. NVIDIA has released its latest game-ready driver for its GeForce GPUs.
I got that today.
Yeah, you gotta get that today. Giving you the best performance for titles like Microsoft Flight Simulator, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2, and a Total War Saga Troy. The update also adds support for upcoming ray tracing tests for World of Warcraft Shadowlands. So I really put this in here because it's weird that World of Warcraft Shadowlands is getting a ray tracing update. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of a weird game to be getting some ray tracing support.
I feel like everything's just going to have ray tracing at some point. It'll just be generic like, oh, yeah, ray tracing. It's in everything.
Yeah.
So Steve Watts at GameSpot says, Deathloop, the next game from Arcane Studios, has been delayed from its holiday 2020 window. It is now slated for Q2 2021, and a statement from Arcane chalks the delay up to work-from-home structure due to the coronavirus taking, quote, longer than normal. This extra time will allow our team to bring Deathloop's world to life with as much character and fun as you've come to expect from our team. The statement reads, while we know this is the right decision for Deathloop, we share your disappointment and apologize for making you wait even longer, end quote. The new release window set for Q2 2021 puts it in sometime from April to June of 2021. So that's a long-ass fucking time.
Bro, I wish that, like, people would just not announce the shit until it's almost done, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I liked how they did Fallout 4. Like, they announced that shit, and then, like, 2 months later, it was out.
There,
you know? I want that, you know? It gives you enough time to get hyped about it and work, you know? Just don't announce the shit until it's, like, 75% done. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying, because I feel like by the time this game does come out, I'm gonna have lost interest.
Dude,
like
that's like 90%. I'm almost lost interest in Cyberpunk, except that last fucking trailer they showed was so
pretty
sick.
cool.
I was like, oh fuck, dude.
Now I gotta get it. Yeah. What you got?
Okay. Let's see. Robert Trump, brother of Donald Trump, passed away on Saturday at age 71. While this has made national news due to the connection at the White House, Robert also sat on the board of ZeniMax Media, parent company of Bethesda Games. The studio has now released a statement on Robert's passing. We were deeply saddened by the passing of Robert Trump, longtime member of the ZeniMax Board of Directors. The statement reads, Robert had served on the ZeniMax board since the company's founding in 1999. During that time, he was a constant source of guidance and counsel for the company for more than 2 decades. In addition to his vast experience, Robert was extremely approachable and always treated board members and employees equally. We could have not grown as a company and achieved our many successes without the help and support he offered. He will be sorely missed, and we extend our condolences to his family and friends. That was a ZeniMax employee that said that. But
nice.
I didn't.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. I didn't know that Robert Trump was like an executive at fucking ZeniMax. I thought that was kind of an interesting fun fact.
It is a weird thing. I mean, I imagine ZeniMax is highly profitable, so
sure.
You got these like business people up top that just they don't really know what's going on game wise, but they're just like masters of business. It's so weird to think about. Like, he probably has never like even looked at one of the games that they've produced or anything, but like he's like they said, he just funds shit. He's like, I want to make sure that this shit gets done, because it's a good business.
Yeah,
it's weird, so weird, but cool. Data mined files from the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1+2 demo seem to confirm that an unexpected celebrity will make an appearance in the final game. Posted on Reddit, images of the character Officer Dick have been found in the game files, with the face model now seemingly based on Jack Black. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I kind of figured that was going to be the case.
I knew Officer Dick was going to come back. You got to bring if you're doing a Tony Hawk 1 and 2 remake, you have to have Officer Dick. Yeah.
But Jack Black did like a YouTube video on like his gaming channel that he has now, where he went and hung out with Tony Hawk. Yeah. So
have you watched those videos of his like little gaming channel?
Oh yeah.
I can sit there all day. Like most of it's not him gaming. Most of it's just him hanging out with his family. But it's really entertaining.
Yeah, he's definitely the best vlogger there is. But yeah, so that's pretty interesting. I want to know what other cool like secret characters we're gonna get out of these games.
Sounds like Jack Black's been doing a lot in the game industry lately. I heard a hearsay that they're working on Brutal Legend 2.
Was the first one even good?
Yeah,
I never played it.
It really was good actually. I don't know. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I just never played it, so I don't know.
It had cool mechanics, and like the story was fun, and like for the time, the graphics were really good. The gameplay was good. It had good music in the game. I don't know. It had a lot going for it.
Nice.
It was as good as Psychonauts. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
Which is saying something.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see. Okay. Final Fantasy VII's on Game Pass now for PC and console.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That's cool.
Let's see. I'm not going to go into it, but a whole bunch more people got outed for sexual abuse at Ubisoft.
Basically, all of Ubisoft, they're just going to burn down the building.
They're just like, fuck it, we're starting over.
Yeah. Ubisoft is not going to be the same like after all of this, because a lot of the main writers on the Assassin's Creed games all got outed.
Yeah, I mean, like when the article is so long and names so many people that I don't even feel like reading it, like that's how you know that they're fucking up over there. Like even the CEO was like, yeah, we just basically like have to restart.
Honestly, I don't get why the CEO's not fucking leaving. Like,
yeah, what the
all
fuck?
this shit was happening under him.
His nose, yeah.
Like,
he didn't make a house call.
What?
Well, what's going on? Man? We got to change things, bro.
He's like, I had no idea. I'm like, I know I run this entire company, and I hired like half of the people that just got fired, and I had people complain directly to me, but I had no fucking clue, bro.
Apparently, like 20 different people were all all like individually like interviewed, and they all named like the same like 10 people as like the fucking sexual abuser people and shit. Like, like these people are fucked, dude. Like,
yeah.
Like they might get in like legal trouble and shit. Like,
well, yeah, because apparently like some of them like legitimately like basically sexually assaulted people. But I mean that's we'll let the court handle that. I don't know who these people are, honestly. They're all French. I don't know how it works over there,
but you know who you are.
Yeah, bonjour.
They're coming for you. Anyways.
Yeah. How do you say bye in French?
Au revoir.
How do you say it? Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
I think. I don't know. Probably not. I know that's something French.
Yeah. I know it's something in French. Here's what you got.
Okay. Last of Us 2 is getting a big update. They already got it, actually. It adds a whole bunch of, it adds like a permadeath game mode, and it adds like 30 different like filters you can play the game through, like with like a heat vision mode and like a sepia and like an 8-bit mode, and it makes it to where you can change the music to be like 8-bit sounding. I don't know. It's a lot of little fun things they added. They have like a slow-mo mode and like a one-hit kill thing, infinite ammo, so like basically cheats you can turn on.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so that's a lot of fun. Let's see. Oh, this one's kind of interesting. I don't know. I thought it was interesting. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 is bringing back the classic stages and gameplay, but Tony Hawk himself is also seeing to it that the game corrects a past mistake. In an Instagram story, Hawk explains how one particular trick had its name changed to honor its creator. As Hawk explains, the mute grab was first performed in 1981 by deaf skater Chris Weddle. When it came time to name the trick, fellow skaters suggested naming it after the quiet mute guy, despite the fact that Weddle was not mute. And so the name stuck. The name was passed along uncritically by the skating community for years, but recently the skating community has been more aware of issues like these. Hawk says he asked Weddle about it, who said he would have preferred it to be called the Deaf Grab or the Weddle Grab. So as we embark on the upcoming Tony Hawk game demo release, some of you will notice a trick name change, the Weddle Grab, Hawk wrote. It's going to be challenging to break the habit of saying the old name, but I think Chris deserves the recognition.
That's dope.
Yeah, that is dope. Good for him. That's I like that.
I like the Deaf Grab, but it should be DEF.
Dude, yeah, the Deaf Grab kind of sounds sick.
Yeah,
it almost sounds sicker than the mute grab, like,
like the mute grab, it sounds more comfortable because I'm just so used to it.
Yeah,
but Deaf Grab sounds tight.
That sounds sick. It's almost like Def Jam or something.
That's what I'm saying. You got to do DEF. I'm out of news. It's all up to you.
That's it. That's all I got.
All right. Well, that's it for this week's gaming news. We're going to jump on over to this week's releases where there's a bunch of bullshit coming out. Starting with Battletoads. It's coming to Game Pass on Xbox One and PC on August 20th. Battletoads are back. The beloved brawler series returns with a unique animation style, wild side-scrolling action, and team-focused gameplay that's perfect for couch co-op.
I'm glad this is coming to Game Pass because I really want to try it, but I would never ever spend money on this.
Yeah, same. And then we got Peaky Blinders Mastermind coming to PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC on August 20th for $24.99. Set right before the events of Season 1 on the multi-award-winning BBC Netflix TV. Wait, why do I go always? I don't remember how to do a British accent. Like,
you were doing a good one. That was like a.
That was Australian.
Oh, I thought you were like going for like a I don't know.
Sit right before.
That's
there
British.
We go. Yeah. Sit right before the events of Season 1 of the multi-award-winning BBC and Netflix TV show. Peaky Blinders Mastermind is a puzzle adventure game that lets you join the Shelby family's criminal gang.
That's actually like the right kind of British for the Peaky Blinder thing too.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I had to do. I just always instantly my brain goes to Australian accent.
Wait a minute.
Now.
Are they British in Peaky Blinders?
I thought so.
Or are they like Irish?
I'm going to skip this because I don't know. I'm going to go to the next one before people's like, I'll be out. Jason, let us know.
Jason just knows.
he's from the UK. He knows. He can hear an accent and be like, oh, that's those guys. It's like how when we hear a Jersey accent, we know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
I guess so.
Legends of Eternal is coming to Xbox One, Switch, PS4, and PC on August 20th. Couldn't find a price for this game, but Legends of Eternal is a 2D single-player action-adventure game where you need to explore beautiful handcrafted environments, solve clever puzzles, and battle challenging creatures to uncover the truth about your parents' disappearance. Okay, and then we have Ayokana for Rhythm Across the Blue, coming to PS4 and Switch on August 21st for $29.99. Ayokana for Rhythms Across the Blue is an award-winning visual novel about dreams, sports, and love. And it's like an anime style, probably got a lot of hentai going on in there.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's rated M for mature. Mature. And then we have Samurai Jack, Battle Through Time, coming to PS4, Xbox One, Switch, PC, August 21st for $39.99. Samurai Jack, Battle Through Time is made for fans of Samurai Jack and action games alike, with classic combat and gameplay, stylized 3D art design, and the series' renowned blend of humor and drama.
It actually looks pretty good if you like the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I haven't seen anything on it yet. I saw the trailer forever ago, but I don't think I've seen gameplay or anything.
I think I saw like a gameplay trailer. It just looks like a standard like third person action game, but it doesn't look bad.
They should have made it like a Dark Souls type game. Like, imagine if they would have just took Samurai Jack,
Dark Souls
in that cell shaded look and everything.
Speaking of which, well, never mind. You might talk about that actually in a second. Never mind.
Okay. PGA Tour 2K21 coming to Switch, PS4, Xbox One, PC, and Stadia on August 21st for $59.99. Tee off with the inaugural 2K Games PGA Tour golf game. PGA Tour 2K21 features 15 licensed PGA Tour courses. Players can also trick out their own greens and fairways with thousands of custom options in the course designer.
Dicks everywhere on the fucking golf course.
And then we have Unbinary coming to PC, Oculus Quest, and PSVR on August 21st. Couldn't find a price, but Unbinary is a VR hand-painted puzzle adventure that will immerse you in unusual behavior experiments designed by a dubious super AI willing to figure out what empathy means. And then we have Inmost coming to PC on August 21st. Couldn't find a price. Inmost is an atmospheric story-driven puzzle platformer following 3 playable characters within one dark, interconnecting story. And then we have Kandagawa. Yeah, that's it. Kandagawa Jet Girls coming to PS4 and PC on August 25th. Couldn't find a price. Kandagawa Jet Girls is an adrenaline-fueled jet racing game from the creators of Shinran Kagura. The water is cool, the jet machines are warmed up, and the crowd is ready to go wild.
I'm ready to go wild.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Then we got Street Power Soccer coming to Switch, Xbox One, PS4, and PC on August 25th for $49.99. That's a lot of money for a bullshit soccer game.
Maybe it's a great soccer game, dude.
Maybe. Sick style and high-energy action come together in this completely over-the-top footy experience. And then we have Giraffe. That's all it says. They've been, really, condensing these,
I'm okay with that.
write-ups. Me too. It's good for me.
Yeah.
So I don't have to, lose my fucking breathing abilities. And then we have Giraffe and Annika coming to Switch, PS4, August 25th for $19.99. Lovable cat-eared Annika sets off on a grand quest on the island of Spica. 3D adventure and rhythm action genres mesh in the lush, pastoral, and beautiful manga-inspired world of Giraffe and Annika. Another fucking hentai game right here. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. The girl is wearing cat ears. It's just some furry shit happening. And then we got.
You think she's fucking the giraffe, dude?
I think the giraffe's fucking her.
Oh god.
And the giraffe does have tentacles. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, Beta Immortal, a Star Wars VR series, is coming to PSVR August 25th for $30. It's a 3-part series that combines immersive cinematic storytelling with dramatic interactive play in order to explore the world of Darth Vader. And then we have Hypnospace Outlaw coming to Switch on August 27th for $19.99. Hypnospace Outlaw is a 90s internet simulator that requires you scour the hypnospace and hunt down wrongdoers. While
90s internet simulator, you just wait for the page to load. It's like a 30-minute just loading screen.
You've got mail.
I want to play this.
But while also checking out a wide variety of weird and wonderful websites, keeping an eye on your work email, and downloading a plethora of apps that may or may not be useful. And then we have Tell Me Why, Episode 1, coming to Xbox One and PC Game Pass on August 27th.
Nice.
Set in small town Alaska. That's a weird way to say that. Tell Me Why places you at the heart of a mystery in an intimate, true-to-life story where twins Tyler and Allison Ronan use their extraordinary bond to unravel memories of a loving but troubled childhood.
Get ready for an awesome Chapter 1, and then get ready to wait 7 months for Chapter 2.
Maybe, if we release it.
Right.
And then we have Control, AWE, coming to Xbox One, PS4, and PC on August 27th for $39.99. Control, AWE is the second DLC expansion for the mind-bending third-person action-adventure game Control.
That's the Alan Wake one.
Yes.
And by the way, speaking of Control, the people behind Control announced that if you own Control, you won't be getting the next-gen update for free. You have to buy the Control Ultimate Edition.
Only on PlayStation, I think.
No, it's on everything.
Oh, on everything?
Xbox, yeah.
Damn. Wow, that's stupid.
Yeah, unfortunately. So you won't get the Ultimate upgrade, which you're going to want. Because honestly, Control, to date, is the best example of ray tracing out. Like, it is... And
beautiful.
It's beautiful. And with the next generation consoles, like, they're going to exploit it to the fullest. Like, it's got the best ray trace reflections in a game right now. Like, real talk. Sorry.
It's understandable. And then we have Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles coming to Switch, PS4, and mobile on August 27th. Couldn't find a price, but Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered Edition is a refreshed version of the classic game that takes the lush fantasy world from the Final Fantasy franchise and adds in hack-and-slash style 4-player action. And then we have Sky Hill Black Mist coming to PS4, Switch, Xbox One, August 27th for $19.99. In this spin-off of the creepy Sky Hill franchise, carve your own way through the Sky Hill condominium as you attempt to rescue your kidnapped daughter in a building overrun by dark monsters and crazy cultists hunting you down. And then we have Jump Force coming to Switch on August 28th for $49.99. For the first time ever, the most famous manga heroes are thrown into a whole new battleground. Our world. In Jump Force, the incredibly popular characters of Weekly Jump magazine bear the fate of the entire humankind. Okay. Then we have Captain Tsubasa, Rise of New Champions, coming to PS4, Switch, and PC on August 28th for $59.99. Based on the works of series creator Yoichi Takahashi, Captain Tsubasa, Rise of New Champions, chronicles the athletic exploits of Tsubasa Ozoro and the glory and success his teammates experience under his leadership. Okay. And then we have Road to Guangdong coming to Switch, Xbox One, PS4, and PC on August 28th for $24.99. Road to Guangdong is an exciting new road trip adventure. Join Sunny and Guma on the journey of a lifetime as they travel across China in their aging but beloved family car.
No thanks.
Yeah. Then we have Madden NFL 21 coming to Xbox One, PS4, PC, August 28th for $59.99. Madden NFL 21 will bring players closer to the field than ever before with an unrivaled football experience.
More football than you've ever seen.
Yeah, we're just going to zoom in closer to the field.
We're getting real close. It's just like right on the back of their
Yeah, you can't even see what's happening.
That would actually be kind of sick if you had like a first-person perspective that you could play as.
Don't they have that?
I don't know.
If they don't have that.
It should be a thing, right?
Yeah.
If it's not already a thing.
I think it is.
It
it's
probably
gotta
is,
be. Yeah.
Surely they've done that.
Then we have like they're just sitting there like, holy shit.
Bro, if they haven't done that, then they definitely should.
I don't play football games, so I just assume they've already thought of that.
Yeah.
It's just like a racing game. Like you can switch between the perspectives.
I don't know, man. I've never played a football game where I've like gone inside the helmet before. You know what I mean?
Have you ever tried?
Not really.
Maybe if you believed.
But I mean, I've played a lot of like football games, and I don't know.
I don't know. It's got to be a thing. I'm just going to assume it's a thing.
Yeah.
All right. And then we have Stone Rage coming to PC August 28th. Couldn't find a price. Stone Rage is a prehistoric open-world survival game set within the Pleistocene era.
That sounds right.
Yeah. When was that? Players will find friends and create enemies as they struggle for survival through a prehistoric landscape filled with dangerous animals, scarce resources, and a harsh climate. Sounds like today. Wasteland 3. It's coming to Xbox One, PS4, Mac, and PC on August 28th for $59.99.
Finally.
Explore. Oh, no, go ahead.
This one, I was just saying it's coming to Game Pass, I think.
It is coming to Game Pass, yes. Explore a frigid new wasteland in Wasteland 3. This third game in the party-based role-playing game series features a renewed focus on complex story reactivity and strategic combat, and also the introduction of co-op exploration.
Okay.
And then we got Project Cars 3 coming to Xbox One, PS4, PC, August 28th for $59.99. Get ready for the ultimate driver journey in Project Cars 3. Own, upgrade, and customize hundreds of elite brand road and race cars. Race your way up from weekend warrior to racing legend in stunning global locations. Live the ultimate male fantasy. No, I'm just kidding.
That's actually really exciting because, like, okay, so several of the games you've mentioned already were, like, VR games, and this one is the VRest of them all. Fucking Project Cars 2 is probably, in my opinion, the best VR racing game out right now. And Project Cars 3 is like, oh, this is going to be even better than that. So
Nice.
You know.
Sounds cool.
Get hyped if you play some VR. You know.
Immortal Realms Vampire Wars is coming to Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and PC on August 28th for $39.99. Immortal Realms Vampire Wars is an engaging strategy game set in a dark vampire world in turmoil that combines empire management and turn-based combat with card game elements. We're just going to throw everything into this bitch.
Roguelite card game.
Turn-based strategy game.
Generated.
With a mix of Mario Party mini games. And then we have Windbound coming to PS4, Xbox One, and Switch, and Stadia, and PC, August 28th for $29.99. Shipwrecked alone on an uncharted island, explore, adapt, and navigate the land and perilous seas to stay alive. Craft tools and weapons to hunt and defend yourself against nature itself with its wild and fantastical creatures. And that's it for this week's releases. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yeah, if you're out there and you have a PSVR, definitely check out the Vader Immortal game. It's fucking really good. I played it on Oculus and enjoyed it thoroughly. So
it's solid.
It's solid, and it's got the lightsaber dojo mode where you can like just fight endless waves of shit with lightsabers, and it's a lot of fun.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, since we're done with this week's releases, we're gonna jump on over to currently playing. I imagine you have a lot.
Not a lot, but I've got some shit to talk about. So I mean, I can kick it off, or you can kick it off.
You go ahead and kick it off. Let's hear what you got.
Okay, so I'll start by kicking it off with Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Oh, you played it?
Yeah.
On your PC?
Yeah, it came out on Game Pass today, actually. So I spent like all night last night pre-downloading it or whatever, and then I played it all morning this morning. First of all, it's beautiful. It's really, really good looking. Like, really impressively good looking.
Could you see your house?
I didn't try. I couldn't find my house. I'm too dumb. Like, I could barely fly the plane.
Dude, we were in that Mr. Starkey's class together. You should have known how to flight simulate.
Like, the closest airport that you could launch from was like in fucking like Seattle or some shit. So like I was like, it's a long flight to Houston. You know
couldn't take the George Bush Intercontinental Airport?
Maybe if you buy DLC or some shit. I don't know.
DLC.
But let me just say,
okay.
The fucking game is great. Like, if you're like just want a pure flight simulator, but there's not anything to it. There's not like any kind of gameplay mechanic. You're just flying.
It's a flight simulator.
It's a flight simulator down to the purest, most like core of it. You know what I mean? But it's beautiful. And this is like the first game I've played on my computer that's not a VR game that has given my computer like a tough time on ultra settings. You know what I mean? Like, my computer can't play this game on ultra settings. You need like at least a fucking RTX 2080 if you want to fucking play this shit at the highest settings. Like, I managed to get it going at 1080p at like 60 frames per second on like high settings, not ultra. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I, it was okay, but I really wanted to crank it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I want to see that baby working.
Man, I just I have this thing in my brain where it's like crank it up, but it's just like it can't handle it. You know what I mean? But it's
dubstep starts playing.
It's so beautiful, dude. Like it is so fucking realistic, dude. Like it is like incredibly beautiful. Like and like the plane looks really real and like. I saw an article the other day where Microsoft said that the new Reverb G2 headset they put out, the VR headset, that they worked with, Valve and whatnot on, you know what I mean? That is going to be compatible with Microsoft Flight Simulator pretty soon.
Nice.
So that's fucking sick, dude. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's going to be sick, dude.
But I've already uninstalled it, honestly, because there's only so many hours you can fly around. Like, once you see a thunderstorm, okay, the thunderstorms are beautiful. Like, you got to fly through a thunderstorm at least once before you uninstall that shit. But it's like 150 gigabytes of space. I ain't got time for that.
It's like a war zone. No, I'm just kidding. A whole war
Except
zone.
Warzone's more fun.
Yeah.
Okay. So then I played the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 demo.
Oh, give me the deets. Spill the tea.
Spill the tea. So it's just the warehouse level. You know what I mean?
Does it feel classic?
It does feel classic. I gotta say, though, I'm a little disappointed in the demo, not necessarily the game itself. First of all, when I first downloaded the game, it was like fucked up looking. Like it was all stretched out and terrible, and like it just looked like crap. And then that NVIDIA driver update came out that I've talked about on the news, and I downloaded that, and it was like fucking beautiful. Like it went from being all stretched out and funky to like maybe the most pretty fucking skating game I've ever seen in my life. Like it is so gloriously beautiful in 2K. Like fucking but like the demo was basic, dude. Like there's not the demo didn't have like fucking collect skate or nothing. It was just like
just the room.
It was just the empty room, and it's like the smallest level in all of Tony Hawk. You know, it's like a tiny room. Like I'm cool with.
Does the helicopter even do anything?
No, it's not even that. It's not that.
Oh, it's not that warehouse.
It's the one where you like go break through the wall at the beginning, and you like go down the ramp, and you can bust through the thing into the secret room. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but that's the one that has the helicopter.
No. There's a different one. There's the one from Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 with the helicopter, and this is the one from Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1. Where you break the boxes around the level. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm mixing those two in my brain.
Because they look the same. Yeah. They both have the big half pipe in the middle. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's unfortunate because I have a feeling this isn't going to be as good as I'm hoping it is.
I think it's going to be good. I just was disappointed because I wanted to like do all the little challenges in the level, and there was none of that. There's no collect skate. There's no collect the money. There's no... nothing.
They should have done the demo right and made it the like you got 3 minutes or whatever, and
they give you 2 minutes, and like you don't have like.
So you don't even have the challenges, but they put a timer on it.
Yeah.
What?
Well, you can play it over and over again, but it's
still. They should have put the timer on it and put the challenges and see if people could do all the challenges within 3 minutes. That's what I'm saying.
I want to try to do the challenges, man. See, like that's what I was hyped about with the demo in the first place. So it looks good, but I'm still excited about the game. But, like, the demo was kind of a letdown because, like, I wanted to do the challenges. Also,
blood missing, right?
Huh? The blood was missing. You're right. It does that weird thing where it, like, teleports you back on your feet.
I do not like that.
I don't hate it. Like, I don't like it so much, but I don't hate it. Yeah. Also, there's this song that was in UFC 3 that's in this game, and it kind of bothers me. It keeps playing, and I'm like, oh, I'm so sick of this fucking song.
Would it play, like, what songs are in the demo?
In the demo, there's like a Rage Against the Machine song that's pretty good, and then there's like a Billy Talent song that's pretty good.
Wait, which Billy Talent song is it?
I can't remember, but it's decent. And then there's that fucking song by Freddie Gibbs. I can't remember how it goes, but it's like it's the same song that's in one of the UFC games that I play, and I hear it a lot, and I'm like tired of it.
No more Freddie Gibbs. Yeah. So, well, that's cool, I guess.
So I played that, and then I played, of course, I got the UFC 4 game. You already know I got that. And I've been playing that, and it's really good. It's, at first glance, you think, okay, this is UFC 3 with different paint. You know what I mean? it looks just like UFC 3 as far as the graphics go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the gameplay is different, very, very different. Like you have to relearn basically everything, which didn't take me too long. But like, one go through the campaign mode and you're good on everything. But
nice.
But I'm already having a lot of fun with it. It's like basically, it's sad to say, but I deleted UFC 3, one of my favorite games ever.
Wow.
And now I'm just strictly UFC 4.
Yeah, I mean, it's not sad. It's a good thing.
Yeah, I'm moving on, move up. But it's a lot of fun. The campaign mode is good. And I will say this. Do not, if you buy UFC 4, do not buy the Bruce Lee DLC or the Anthony Joshua DLC or the fucking Tyson Fury DLC. Do not spend your money on it. Just go in the campaign mode and beat the campaign mode. If you get your character to the greatest of all time status in game, you can do this on the easiest difficulty. Fucking, it will give you all of these paid DLC characters for free.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Like, I was almost bought Bruce Lee the other day for like $10, and I was like, that's too much. I'm not going to buy that. And then I beat the game. It's like, Bruce Lee has been unlocked across all game modes because you're the greatest of all time or whatever. And same with Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. So and that was the pre-order bonus, So if you're missing out, you're like, damn, I should have pre-ordered it. Well, guess what?
It doesn't matter.
Just go beat the shit. You're good, So.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm having a lot of fun with that. I like a lot of the tweaks they've made. And let's see. I've also been playing. I just started this one, so I don't have much to say about it. But I started playing the Final Fantasy VII Remake, and it looks really good. I will say that it's like with the UFC game, I don't notice the 30 frames per second. With the Final Fantasy game, I noticed the 30 frames per second. Really? I don't know why. But Final Fantasy is one of those that's like, I can already tell on next generation consoles, it's going to be like fucking glorious. You know what I mean? Because it's like really pretty looking, but like there's little anti-aliasing things. Like I'm starting to see things now that I've been playing on the PC for a while. And it's like, it kind of ruined a lot of these little things for me. You know what I mean? But I think that this one, if they do like an updated version of it for next gen, is going to be sick. It's still a lot of fun though. I beat the first boss and I'm like in the little town doing like side quests and stuff right now. So I'm just getting started on that, but I'll let you know more about it.
Cool.
When I get more to talk about.
Like it a lot.
Yeah, what have you been playing, Jamil?
Well, so of course I've been playing Warzone.
Of course, naturally. I played a game with you guys.
Yeah, you played.
Even though I did terrible, but
Nah, you got some kills.
I got a couple kills, but I'm still not that good. I'm not that good,
Well, you would be good if you played it.
Probably.
But yeah, I got another solo win. Actually, I didn't even have to gulag in my solo win. I got 6 kills. The last 2 were sniper kills in that tiny little thing. It was dope, dude. I just fucking like domed 2 people and won the game, and I was like, fuck y'all. And then played, with you and Aaron and Dylan. We did some quads, and that was fun. That's always fun. It's not even really about winning at that point. It's just about having a fun time.
Yeah,
it feels
fun
like paintball.
Hanging out and talking and stuff,
Yeah, just trying to squad.
It does feel like paintball a lot,
It does, yeah. It's like
the long like intervals between firefights make it feel like paintball.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Definitely. But yeah, so been playing that, and then I got the sudden urge the other day because I'm learning so much about computers and whatnot. I kind of wanted to go back and play an older computer game, which was Stalker. I downloaded Stalker, which is really cool to see, like to like just play a game that with the graphics that it has and the engine that it's built in, but as an open world like game. It's so weird. It's
Is it good?
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, I'm not very far in it. Like I haven't put much time into it. Because as soon as I downloaded it, that was the night that we all played quads and whatnot. Yeah. So, like, I didn't get to put too much time into it. But from what I have played of it, it's super difficult. Like, it's really kind of haunting. Like, something about it is just creepy. It's super, survival. It's like if you took Fallout and made it Russian. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's really weird. It's like Fallout 3, but Russian.
Oh, I like that.
You know? Yeah, and it's like based in like actual, like real world type shit. And it's cool. You should check it out. It's like super cheap on Steam right now.
How much is it?
I think it's like $15.
Nice.
I think is what I paid for it. I don't remember, but I know it was cheap. Because otherwise, I wouldn't have got it.
Yeah, I'll look into it for sure.
But yeah, so I'm starting that, and I'll have more info on that.
Well, you'll be ready whenever Stalker 2 comes out for Xbox or whatever.
Yeah, that's the other reason I got it, is because I wanted to, be prepared for Stalker 2.
Oh, shit.
So coming to Game Pass.
I like that.
Anyways, but yeah, so that's all I've been playing. You can let us know what you've been currently playing in the stream chat or in the YouTube comments or in the Facebook group at facebook.com/group/GameSpeak podcast. Anyways, we're going to jump on over now to the topic of the show. Today's topic of the show is games that need a battle royale. Brought to you by the letter C. No, I'm just kidding. No, and I got to tell you, while I was trying to like make our episode art and stuff like that, I was like, is Royale with an E at the end of it, or is it just Royale, or Royale, like AL? And like Royale with an E is how everybody spells it, but if you type that in on the computer, it tries to autocorrect it to Roy with a dash ALE. Like it's not a word.
Huh.
Like it's so weird. I'm like, is it really that contested? Like, but whatever. Anyways,
I mean, this has been a thing
for a long time,
like long before
video games.
Yeah.
So I went with the E because that's how the WWE calls it. The Battle Royale.
If WWE says it,
it's
must
legit.
Be true.
It's real to me.
Yeah,
damn it.
I like that.
But yeah, so I got 4 that I put some time and effort and thought into, and I believe Brent has like 5 or 6. So let's get this started. You go first since you have more than me.
All right, I'll kick it off. My first one is going to be Blade and Sorcery VR. So as it stands, this game is basically just a wave-based fighting game. Like you just basically are like a VR person, and you have the ability to like kick and cast spells, but you also can like pick up swords and stuff off the ground and like weapons, or you can like beat people up and take their weapons,
Nice.
But it sends like waves of enemies at you, and you can like cut their heads off, and you can kick them, and you can like pick them up, and you can do all kinds of stuff. The ragdoll physics are like super detailed in this game.
Nice.
You know what I mean? But I was thinking, man, a multiplayer update would be cool for this game. And then I'm like, okay, let's take it a step further. What if we have like 100 people, and we're all in this like huge fucking like area, like an ye old medieval town,
Yeah.
And we all have like swords and shit. You can find swords on the ground,
You just gotta fight.
Yeah, it's just a whole battle royale sword fighting fucking game.
That would be tight.
In VR, and everybody's casting spells and cutting each other's heads off and sword fighting in the fucking plaza and shit.
But you gotta you gotta be able to block magic then.
Well, you can use shields. They have shields in the game already.
Okay.
There's probably some kind of spell they could do that makes it to where you could have like a magic shield or something too.
Yeah, so you gotta know the magic shield or like,
Dude,
that'd be cool.
You could attack the magicians from a distance with like a bow or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But then you have somebody whacking you in the back with a sword. If there's 100 people.
That's what I'm saying. It'd be crazy, dude. Like, can you imagine the chaos?
It'd be like Lord of the Rings like battles in the movie.
That would be so sick. By the end of the like game, there'd just be 2 people like sword fighting over a pile of bodies. Like
that would be tight. Actually, that'd be really cool, especially in VR.
I know, right?
It'd be called BRVR.
Oh, I like that. Holy shit.
Yeah, I like it. So I got another little play on words here. This one, you would think this would have already been done, and I think kind of with the Fall Guys thing, it's somewhat being done, but not like this. I think Nintendo needs to jump on the BR train with Super Mario BROs. Get it, bros? Okay. So BROs. So just like any other Mario spinoff, like there's Mario Tennis, Mario Golf, Mario Kart. We need a Mario BR, just like Super Smash Bros. But this spinoff needs to be done, and it's 100 people run a randomly generated unending platformer race with random power-ups. So like, so you're running, you can pick up fireballs and like knock people and like, you know, and so you have the screen is constantly moving, you know, so like you have to be running through the platform. It's 100 people.
I feel like the beginning of that would be like the Tour de France, where they're like all on the bikes and they're just like a fucking everybody's trying to go.
Yeah, exactly. But it'd be like that Mario Party mini game where like everybody's trying to, you know, not get hit by the wall or whatever, but just on a grand scale with 100 people with really good platforming physics. You know, like just classic Mario 64 physics, you know, and then you got to like make it through whoever's the last, you know, character standing. And
you can have all the characters from Smash Bros with like different abilities and stuff that could help them, you know.
Or not even that. Like everybody starts out as like a random Mushroom Kingdom character, you know, like there's like Toads and Marios and Luigis, and like you can get different cosmetics and stuff just like any other battle royale, but you have to you know, you can find power-ups randomly throughout the game because it's a battle royale. You don't want to start with power-ups.
That's what I was thinking.
So like you can pick up like fireballs and throw it at people and it like stuns them for like 2 seconds or something. As you know, everything's moving, that can get kind of intense. So that's my idea for the Nintendo Mario BR.
I like that.
It should be done.
All right, my next idea is Bug Snack. No, I'm just kidding.
I came up with this on my own. There should be a game called Bug Snacks.
It needs to be snacks and bugs, and
there should be a really catchy song over it. No.
No. Okay. I think it'd be fun to do like a Horizon Zero Dawn battle royale, where like everybody's got bows and arrows, and they all run really fast and can like hide in bushes and shit. But like you can also like switch arrow types. So like mainly the weapon, like okay, you also have like a slingshot and stuff. I want all the weapons from Horizon Zero Dawn at my disposal. And I also want to be able to ride the dinosaurs. Like, I think it would be cool to, like, jump on a mechanical fucking raptor and, like, ride into battle, like, fucking shooting bomb arrows at people. You know what I mean?
I like that. I feel like you got to limit that somehow, though. There's always got to be limits to Battle Royale. That's what makes it so good.
See, no limits on this one. Everybody has...
Everybody just fucking go.
No, yeah, seriously. Everybody's got the same equipment and stuff. I think you drop in. There wouldn't be any pickups in this, okay?
Okay, so everybody just has a bow and arrow?
Everybody's got a bow and arrow, and you're all loaded up. Like, that's a thing. Maybe when you run out of ammo, or, like, you have to kill people to get ammo. So if you run out of ammo, you're just, like, you know... have to hide in a bush and wait for somebody to come by and stab them or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I like that.
Maybe that's your limit there, you know?
Good call. Or you could just hop on a dinosaur and eat people even if you have no ammo. That's the problem, though. You got to limit the mounts at least.
Okay, yeah, we can limit the mounts. Maybe
there's only like 10 in the map.
Maybe you can't even ride the mounts. Maybe it's just a PvE element that makes you waste your ammo.
Or if you kill them, you get more ammo or something.
Oh,
yeah. So if you want to give up your spot or you want to give up your location on the map, you can attack, like a dinosaur and try and kill it for its parts or to enhance your bow.
Your stuff. Yeah, I
stuff
like that.
Okay, so my next one is Metal Gear Solid Battle Royale. Since there's no more Hideo Kojima, Konami should make the first third-person stealth BR with all the trappings of a Metal Gear Solid game. So, really focused on, being stealthy. But, if you want to go in guns blazing, you can. Obviously, everybody starts with a SOCOM, pistol. And then, you can find different things like the sniper and all that stuff.
As long as I can do cartwheels naked with a samurai sword,
you can do that, dude. Imagine the samurai sword. Yeah, you got to bring in the Metal Gear Solid 5 stuff where they had vehicles and horses and shit.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I think that would be dope.
Yeah, I think I could see that working really well, actually.
Yeah, you just have to really fine tune it. That'd be the problem. Is making sure it was fine tuned. You might not even do 100 people, maybe do 50.
Yeah.
And make it in a pretty big space, and just know that you're going to be spending a long time in this game. Instead of the gas, maybe there is, a cloud or gas or whatever, but I guess it would be a sandstorm because you're out in the desert, but make it happen way slower than most BR games. This one should just be really focused on hey, you're probably going to be in a match for a good hour and a half, like if you want to play this type of game,
Yeah, that could be cool. You could do that with Splinter Cell too.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
All right, let's see. So, okay, my next one would be Saints Row.
Ooh,
okay,
that would be tight.
But I want it to be like totally gang themed, like everybody's got their own little gang colors, and they like ride around in their own little cars and do drive-bys on each other in the little city and stuff.
Well, maybe you start out with like see what would separate it from other BR games is that you could have like a little squad of CPU characters that follow you around, like that you start out with. Everybody starts out with like maybe 6 CPU characters that are a part of their gang, and they'll do drive-bys and follow them. Like if you hop in a car, 3 of them get in with you, and then the other
ride on motorcycles.
2, yeah, they'll come, like they'll help out, and you can like point them in direction, tell them to go do different things like attack or not attack or hold this position and stuff like that. I think that would be cool.
That would be cool. My whole idea was kind of like a team-based thing, though. You know what I mean? So, like, you'd be like squads of 4 online, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Obviously, if you're playing online in squads, then your team has 2 extra CPU.
Yeah, or every person on your team has, like, 2 CPUs, so you have, like, a little army with you, you know what I mean? Like,
oh, yeah.
That could get crazy. You could do, like, the Warriors, kind of, like, you just show up with your fucking whole squad, you know what I mean?
Everybody just beating the shit out of each other, running each other over and stuff. Yeah, I think that would be cool. I'm surprised. Well, I'm sure
Grand Theft Auto has similar things. The closest to Battle Royale that Grand Theft Auto 5 has done is, like, this weird thing where you're like in cars and you're like trying to knock each other out of this like closing circle like on a platform. Oh, okay. I don't know.
Kind of like bumper balls, but with cars.
Exactly.
Nice. Okay. My next one is Mortal Kombat BR. So you choose your fighter.
I was thinking about this weirdly enough last night. I didn't put it down, but I was like, that'd be cool.
I'm surprised it hasn't been done. There was that game Unreal Tournament that came out, or I don't remember if it was Tournament or Championship. I think it was Unreal Championship is the one I'm thinking of. But Raiden was in it, and like you would drop in, and it was like a third-person fighter game, like you could be in first-person mode if you wanted to, or you could be third-person.
Yeah, it was Unreal Tournament.
Yeah, Unreal Tournament. And it was only like one game. They never did like a sequel or anything.
There was a bunch of Unreal Tournaments, but not all of them had Raiden in it. Fucking
no, there's a lot of Unreal Championships.
They're all the same. I mean, it was all the same game pretty much. Like.
No, because in the other ones, you couldn't go third person. This was like one of the only ones that I know of that you could do third person, and like mess around. But it wasn't Battle Royale. It was just deathmatch.
Yeah.
So like I want a Mortal Kombat Battle Royale. You choose your fighter. You drop into like a gory, like obviously like, there's some like PvE, not PvE, but environmental elements where you can like push people into like acid baths or like, like if you're fighting them, you can like, be doing your cool attacks and whatnot, but you could also throw them into spikes and stuff. I think it would be a cool, somehow make it into a cool battle royale.
Oh, it'd be cool.
I'm not a game designer, but I feel like that could be cool in some way.
I think it'd be cool if you did it like one of the other ones on my list, but I'll get to that in a second.
Gotcha. What you got?
Okay. Oh, I have more than I thought. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, my bad. If you can find, like, in loot boxes, you can find fatalities that you can only use once, but you have to get, somebody knocked into a certain state to do the fatality, so.
I mean, if you could only do it once and there's, 100 players, that would be kind of sick if you could just, insta-kill somebody, just, run up and just rip their fucking spine.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, maybe you have to just, stun them to use it, though. Not kill them or anything. Like, you just have to be able to get up and, hit them in the back of the head or something. But I don't know.
I like that. Okay. So another one of mine would be Dead Rising. I think a Dead Rising game kind of already has all the fixins. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is with me and all these PvE elements, but I think it would be really fun to use the zombies as the storm. You know what I mean? To basically push you towards the center. But if you got good enough weapons, you could cut your way through the storm or through the zombies. You know what I mean? And come around to the back of people and fight. That way. You know what I mean?
No, that's a good idea. I like that one.
I think it could be cool. I think if you really planned it right, it could be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
And again, smaller matches. I think maybe 20 people or so in like a big mall-sized area, you know, where you have to loot stores to get weapons, you know what I mean?
That's the thing with a lot of these. You gotta keep them confined to like a smaller player base.
Especially with the zombie elements of the game, you know? I think if you had 100 people plus zombies, it would
be a little too crazy. Not be able to,
not to mention, like, I don't know if the game would be able to render that many fucking things on screen at once, you know?
For sure. My final one, this one I put a lot of thought into, Hitman Battle Royale.
Oh, yeah, dude.
When the game begins, every player begins with the same weapons and is handed a contract for who they are to assassinate, and they will appear as a live mark on their radar. So, like, whoever the person they're supposed to assassinate will be on their little radar or on their map. You are only to assassinate that person and are able to fight back against whoever has been contracted to kill you, but you won't really know until they attack or, you know, you put clues together that they're following you or something, because there's going to be computer characters like just walking around and stuff. So you can wear disguises, choose your method of assassination. You can blend in with the computer characters and stuff, or you can go guns blazing. You can set traps. But the whole time you're paranoid, trying not to be assassinated by the person coming after you. But every time you do fulfill a contract, you're given a tool or a better weapon to better your arsenal. So whenever, and then also a new contract. But so when the game comes down to the final two, it'll be all, guns blazing at that point. But you'll have hopefully fulfilled so many contracts that, you've collected a good amount of weapons, and then, like for that last little group. But I don't really know how that would work.
Oh, that could be a lot of fun. Or, it could just go on indefinitely and, like, well, no, I guess then it wouldn't be a Battle Royale. But, like, if you're just going to say fuck the Battle Royale for a second and just, like, think of a dope multiplayer mode, like, you could just have it go on, and, like, have people respawn, and then whoever has the most money from contracts they completed at the end of the...
Or once they hit a certain limit of money, then they win.
That could be a lot of fun. Assassin's Creed 3 did a very similar multiplayer mode, and it was so much fun. Like, it was so underrated and overlooked. And, like, you would blend in with the crowd, and you'd have your mark, and they'd have their mark, and it was just like you're talking about. Like, you're trying to, like, hunt down and kill people. It was just Assassin's Creed. You know what I mean?
But not Battle Royale, though.
No, it wasn't Battle Royale. But it was like this. I know the idea would work, is what I'm saying. And I know it would be fun. You know what I mean? Because it's already kind of been done, but not in, like, the way you're talking. Hitman would be a better platform for this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just think it's a really pretty game in general. So, like, just to have, like, those cool settings that the Hitman game has, like, maybe make it a big open, area. Obviously only have like 50, players drop in. And then, like I said, you just start out with the contract, and you can choose to go and fulfill that contract, or, like maybe something that you can find in the world is like a thing that allows you to pick up another contract. So you can have two contracts going at once.
Ooh, yeah.
So you can go and like steal somebody else's kill, and that puts them back.
Maybe that's
like
the whole thing. Maybe when you kill somebody, you just pick up what contract they have.
Yeah, exactly.
That would make
so
sense.
You move forward with their contract.
That would be the best way to progress the game.
Mm-hmm. And you don't find weapons, but you find little power-up things like that where you get an extra contract, or you find something that shows you where your assassin is, like the person trying to find you. For a couple seconds, you can see them on the radar and see how close they are to you or whatever.
You could use the existing Hitman maps to do this, too. Like, you wouldn't have to build a whole new world to do this. Like, you could use the fucking maps as they are and just put, like, 15 or 20, like, player-controlled NPCs in the game. It would be sick, dude. Like... There's several maps in particular in my mind that would be cooler than others too. Like in Hitman 2, there's a map where you're like at this beach club place, and you're like there's like water everywhere. It would be really cool for this particular mode.
Yeah, and so like imagine you're like walking, you're like close, you're like hot on the tail of your the person you're supposed to assassinate, and like you're about to get to him, but then all of a sudden the NPC beside you just like pulls out a gun and puts it to your head and just fucking caps you, dude. Like, or like, you're like about to shoot your dude, and like all of a sudden, like you see this guy come out and you turn to like fight him, and then that guy just takes off, like it's like, oh fuck, now you gotta, it's just like,
I can already see that being cool. And like the way the Hitman game works already, like you could have like you were saying with the disguises, like say you're wearing a disguise and you're like chasing this guy, you know what I mean, or he's wearing a disguise and you're not, and he'd go up some stairs, like, and you'd be like, you'd watch your target go up the stairs and you'd have to get stopped. I don't know, it could be cool. There'd be a lot of like cool shit, like.
Yeah, there's like...
Also, NPCs in the game would attack you. Because, like, if you shoot somebody and you get caught in Hitman, like, you're pretty much dead. Like, if you get caught, like, 100 NPCs are going to storm the room and shoot you in the face.
Well, see, I don't want that to happen. I feel like the NPCs should just be like, shit, oh, and they just kind of move out of the way. Like, they're just more there for disguises and to fit in with the crowd and stuff like that.
Nah, because, like, I feel like you should have to be sneaky, man. I think you should have to, like, catch the, like, real players in areas of the map where it would be, like, or shoot them from, like, a balcony or something and then quickly like slip inside. Like you should, if you get caught by the other NPCs, then like you should have to like hide or wear a disguise to escape the NPCs while you're fighting all the other people. You know what I mean?
That would be so hard. Okay.
Not if you're like a big fan of the Hitman. If you play it like a normal Hitman game, you would generally be doing that anyway. Like
gotcha.
I don't know. I think it'd be cool.
No, it could be cool. I just think that would just make it super difficult. But I mean, why not? Why not make it fucking difficult? I guess at that point, then it would keep only like the most motivated players in the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like that.
It could be cool.
Good call. What you got?
All right, so I actually have 3 more. I'm sorry. I'm going to blast through them real quick.
Knock them out.
So my first one is Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. The only reason I think this would be cool is because Obi-Wan Adventure back in the day had a Battle Royale thing. But I want that to be redone, like a 10-person Jedi battle thing where it's like no holds barred, everybody against everybody kind of thing.
That game was basically a battle royale.
It was a battle royale. I mean, the last person wins. I want that, but with like the posture breaking and like like everything like that's
parrying and stuff.
Yeah, all the details of like 2. I mean, not 2. What am I talking about?
Jedi Fallen Order. Yeah, you just get those good mechanics mixed in with the good like actual gameplay.
Dude, yes. Imagine like you get put in a stasis and then like everybody starts running towards you with their lightsaber. Yeah. It could be really cool.
Very cool.
Then I think if you did the new Marvel Avengers game that's coming out pretty soon, like, I mean, who doesn't want a huge superhero battle? Like fucking, like what's that movie that came out? Infinity War or whatever. It'd be cool.
Well, I was thinking about that. But okay, so mine wouldn't be the Marvel Avengers. It would be take DC Universe and just like take a whole separate thing where you can bring your character that you created in DC Universe and put it into like whatever your class is,
like a battle royale.
Make a battle royale, but based on superhero class, not based on a specific superhero. So like, you could just be a guy with Superman powers or a guy with Spider-Man powers or a guy with this. And that way you don't have to worry about DC versus Marvel because it'll never happen. You could just make it happen, like just take generic characters like, oh, this guy is obviously the knockoff Superman or this guy's the knockoff, Green Lantern. And like you put them all in and you get to choose which type of character you would be and then go in.
That would probably look better in practice than having like 50 Hulks smashing each other out. But I think it would be really cool to have like a large scale superhero battle where like one person or team steps out victorious. You could also do heroes versus villains. That's like
nice
till the last villain's dead or the last hero's dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. No, that's a good idea.
And lastly, I will say The Last of Us 2. Mainly because The Last of Us 1's multiplayer was so damn good, and The Last of Us 2 is just as damn good as far as the gameplay goes. So I feel like it's not out of the question to do some kind of multiplayer thing with the mechanics. And, I don't know. Man, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I don't know anything about games. But I think there's a whole segment of The Last of Us 2 where you're in this semi-open world Seattle. And, dude, if you just drop 100 people in there and give them all guns, it's over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Give them horses,
Give them horses. Got some weird mushroom people running around. Yeah. But yeah, no, that's our top picks for games that need battle royales.
Yeah.
I think we had some good ones today, man.
I think so too.
Now, if you guys have any games that you think we should have had on our list, let us know.
Then shove it. No, I'm just kidding.
Shove it up your ass. No.
Too bad.
Let us know in the comments and stuff. Anyways, we're going to jump on over to the People's Champ. Brent,
yes.
Do we even have that many questions today?
We have several. Not very many, but let's see.
All right, you picked the champion.
Okay. All right. I'm going to give it to Jeffrey Lewis today. He says, so I have had someone bring up the topic of taking time from video games, like maybe doing a 2-week to a month stint of no gaming. Do you think taking time away from games is healthy, or do you think you would go stir crazy?
Personally, I've taken plenty of time away from gaming before. Like from the time Halo 3 came out, like this is how memorable of a time it was for me that I wasn't playing games. Like it was like between Halo 3 and Halo Reach, I didn't really play games for just I was just too busy with high school stuff, like playing in a band, like skateboarding all the time and like doing shit outside, having girlfriends and stuff. Like it was just a weird time in my life where I had like hit a point where I was like, I just don't have time for video games, which is weird because as I got older and got a job and shit, I went right back to it. I was like, man, I can't believe I stepped away from this, for as long as I did, and it might not have actually been that long of a time, but there was a point in my life where just I wasn't playing video games for some reason. I don't know what it was. I just didn't feel the need to or the want to.
Well, do you feel like it was good for you, or do you think it negatively affected you, or what do you think the result would be if he did it?
I think it depends on how video games are affecting your life. Like if it's all you do and you're not making progress in your daily life, then yeah, you should probably step away from it for a little bit until you find what it is that you need to do that you can be fulfilled in life and also come back and play games and not feel like you're wasting your time. That's really the problem is like I think a lot of people play video games to an unhealthy point to where they're not making progress in their actual life. Like if you are using it as an escape, then it's probably a problem. But if you're using it as a, hey, this is my entertainment and it's fun, then it's okay. It doesn't matter really how much time you're putting into it, as long as you're keeping up with the shit in your normal life, like relationships and work and stuff like that. That's really my opinion.
Yeah, I feel that. I think it's kind of a case-by-case basis kind of thing. I think some people can be productive and play shitloads of video games.
Exactly.
I definitely think it kind of depends on, like Jamal was saying, like you as a person, if you're one of those people that needs, I don't know. I personally like video games a lot, and I would be less happy if I stopped playing video games, but it wouldn't be the end of the world, I would just have to replace it with some other form of entertainment. You know what I mean? It would just, I don't know.
What do you think that would be?
Probably Netflix. Something less satisfying. I'm one of those people that, has to do. You know what I mean? Like, I have to be, my fingers have to be going, my brain's going, You
don't think you'd get into, card games or something? Instead, if you imagine if there were no video games. Do you think you'd play D&D or something?
Yeah. Absolutely.
You'd just be
if that was
tabletop player.
If I could find a good group, I'm sure I would. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my thing. So I'm sorry, but I completely forgot what he was
I'm sorry.
really asking.
I kind of got sidetracked, not soundtracked.
The soundtrack.
That would be tight.
Yeah.
We just get sound.
The acid kicks in. No, no.
He's saying, do you think taking time away from games is healthy, or do you think you would go stir crazy?
And is he asking because, was he saying that somebody told him he should take time away from games? What was he saying?
Someone. So I've had someone bring up the topic of taking time from games, like maybe doing 2 weeks to a month stint of no gaming. Do you think taking time away from games is healthy, or do you think it would go stir crazy? I think it depends on if you need it.
Yeah, yeah. Look at what's happening in your life. If you feel like you're not, if you're putting way too much time into video games, you're sitting there, that's all you do, then yeah, probably you should just to train your brain to be away from it for a minute, you know, like even just for that.
You know, and I'm not saying this is the case, but you know, you might also find some adverse side effects too. You might think, okay, I'm going to take time away from video games and just be like way better and healthier of a person. But, you know, I find that if I don't read books for a long time or something like that, then, like, I start, you know, using grammar improperly and shit. Like, I don't know. I feel like the same thing would kind of happen with video games and, like, because I have, like, great reaction times and shit, and, like, I don't know.
So necessary.
I don't know. I don't know, man.
With all them people throwing balls at you.
Hey, what if one day somebody throws a fucking ball at me, dude, and I just catch it, save a little girl, you know? What if a little ball's flying at a little girl and I just, you know, catch it like a ninja?
Like Spider-Man?
Yeah, dude.
From the first
Spider-Man,
Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie?
Basically, if you don't want to not be Spider-Man,
stop playing video games.
Yeah.
If you just want to be a loser, stop playing video games.
Yeah.
No. No. Yeah, I think it's personal opinion at that point. You know, like just whatever you feel.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to tell you to stop playing video games and it turns out like he didn't play video games for that specific 30 minutes and got hit by a car. You know, like I don't want to be that. I don't want that weighing on my conscience forever. It's like, man, if he would have just been playing his video games, he wouldn't be dead right now.
I think if you're having like a moral debate with yourself about whether or not you should be playing video games, maybe
you should probably stop.
Maybe it's a good time to take a break.
At least take a break. Yeah. Yeah. If it's that serious at this point, then you should probably stop.
If it's like your girlfriend or something, though, that's just like, quit playing video games, you loser. You know, maybe you should think about like
who you're dating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that also depends. Maybe not, because there is a point where it's like, okay, I don't ever see you. You know, like you go to work and you come home and all you do is play video games. We haven't had a real conversation in like almost 6 months.
Yeah, but let's be real. There are also those people out there that just hate video games for no reason, and like they see you play video games and like, oh, you're wasting your time, you're wasting your life, you're miserable, blah blah blah.
I mean, there are those people, but I mean, like, how common do you think that is? Like, I don't think you'd date someone like that if you were like a gamer. True. You know, like you're not gonna put yourself in that type of relationship.
Hey, you never know, man. There's some people end up in some bad situations, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I just feel like you would have gotten that point across while you're dating, you know, first talking, be like, yeah, I love video games. And they're not going to be like, oh, okay, cool, if they're one of those people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm just saying, if somebody's telling you that something's a problem, you also have to consider maybe it's them that's the problem. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Welcome to GameSpeak Datecast.
Yeah.
Where you can find all your love and, you know, guidance through your relationship.
Yeah.
Just through us. Because we know.
We know everything.
We know it all, dude. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah. Hopefully you get that figured out.
Yeah. So we got Jason here. Jason Domican. He says, top 3 pointless simulator games you would like brought to video games.
Ooh.
So I'm thinking this is like farm simulator kind of shit.
Yeah.
So we got to make
different jobs. You know, like I want like there should be one for almost every true occupation. That way you can kind of test it before you actually go to school for it and stuff like that. You know, like, man, I really wonder what it's like to be a electrical engineer. So I want electrical engineer.
Okay. Air traffic
simulator.
Control simulator.
I'm sure that's a thing. That's got to be a real thing. Because they even have like bus driver simulator.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, I want something like that. I want like cart pusher at the grocery store simulator, where like you just work like a full shift every day, and like you got to go out and, you know, deal with people who just keep leaving their carts every fucking where.
I saw one the other day. This is a real thing. There's a roller coaster technician simulator.
Hell yeah. So that sounds kind of interesting, actually.
Yeah.
You know, I imagine it's got to be nice.
What about NASCAR pit crew simulator?
That's a good one. That might actually be something, but you'll probably never get that job in real life. So
exactly, you know.
But it's so yeah, I guess
you
that's something.
You got to take the tires off super fucking fast, like.
See, I'm looking at it more functional. Like, it's like, man, I don't know what I want to do with my life. Luckily, there's this entire library on Steam of every job possible, and it's a simulation to the T. So like, you get to test out that job. So it's like, oh damn, I really like being a computer technician. I'm going to go to school for that.
IHOP kitchen simulator.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, actually, this ain't that bad.
Right.
I want to be a chef.
Yeah.
I want to be a what are they called? A sous chef or whatever the fuck?
I think a sous chef is like the assistant to the chef.
Yeah, I want to be. Maybe that's where they want to get to. I just want to be
their goal.
Yeah, I want to be the chef assistant. Like maybe I just don't want the full like workload of the
chef.
The head chef,
definitely.
but I want that like, oh, I'm a chef.
Yeah.
So
the Ratatouille vibe.
Yeah. So I guess my last one. I already picked two. My last one would be what's something that I'll never be able to do? President Simulator.
Oh,
I want to know what it's like to be
fun.
In that position.
I like that. And then you could have the spinoff game, Ukrainian President Simulator.
Dictator Simulator.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. All right. Moving on. We got Aaron Jones here.
Jonesy.
He says, with retro games being widely popular, do you even game? No, I don't even know where that came from. And even more so pricier as time goes on, do you think a retro video game rental store could exist in this age? Nostalgia is marketable. Myself, it's what made Friday nights feel like Friday nights.
Did he say rental or just like a retro?
Retro.
I think in a small area, I think in a place like Huntsville, Texas, or where there's like a college or like a university, but it's also a small town. Yes, I think that could work. Now, if you went to like a big city, I don't think so. Where people just could they don't give a fuck about like community and stuff. I feel like in a small, slower, like moving town, you could open like a mom and pop rental shop where you just have like a huge array of Super Nintendo games, NES games, and stuff like that, and you have some way to keep track of all that stuff. Only do credit. There's no way to use cash.
I was about to say, just keep credit cards on file.
Keep credit card on file, and then if they don't bring it back, you just automatically charge them. Or they go to collections or something.
You could rent out consoles too. I'm kind of on like the opposite side of the fence. So I think it might work better in a big city, just because you would have more people in the area that could frequent your store. You'd have to have a way to keep track of your shit, like you were saying.
But that's the problem with the big city, though, is you wouldn't have as many people living directly in that area. You know what I'm saying? I feel like in a small town, people live there, so you have ways to keep track of them. You wouldn't just have people driving through Huntsville that are only going to be there for one night to rent your game and steal it. You know what I'm saying? It's that are
yeah, maybe, but it wouldn't really matter if you got your money for the game. If you charge them $60 per retro game that they fucking steal, you know what I mean? You'd get way more money in the long run, you know what I mean?
That's true, but then you'd have to go through the process of getting the game again and shit, and finding the game.
But if you made a big profit, from your stolen game, it almost
want people to
please steal that shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I feel like it would be cool because then you could get games that you wouldn't have to have just a huge random array of Super Nintendo games. You could literally find out what people wanted. If it was a small town, you could have voting, and people could be like, oh, could you bring in this game and I'll rent it from you, consistently, pretty much. That way, you're going to have games that are going to make you money. Things like that. Or it's like Super Smash Bros. Have 6 or 7, cartridges for the N64 because people are going to come and rent the N64 and get that and have party nights with their friends.
Yeah.
Things like that.
And, another thing you could do is a less traditional thing. On top of all that, you could make Raspberry Pis loaded up with 300 or 400 old school games and rent those out.
Or sell those.
Yeah, or sell them. Just be like, hey, you like that game? Well, you can buy that and 400 other games right here with this thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Definitely.
People would eat that up.
And also you got to brand it, so whatever your logo is, be fucking selling shirts and all that shit because people are going to want that community oh yeah, and do tournaments at your store and shit like that.
Speaking of branding and logos and stuff, I've been looking into making some GameSpeak podcast masks,
oh hell masks, yeah, dude.
So if anybody's interested in cloth masks, send me a DM. We'll work something out.
Hell yeah, send them the DM, bro.
All right. We got another one from Aaron here. He says, have you guys fallen for Fall Guys yet?
I haven't played it yet.
I've heard a lot of good things. It was free on PlayStation. I think I might have missed it already.
Oh, really? Yeah, it's $20. That was the only thing. I was like, oh, this must be a free-to-play thing. I imagined, and then I got on Steam, and I was like, fuck, damn, it's $20. I ain't going to pay for that.
A lot of people are saying it's like modern, the new Mario Party and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's all Battle Royale.
Really?
Isn't it? Yeah.
I don't know. I know it's got lots of mini games and stuff.
The way it works apparently is like, so it runs you through like Wipeout type like things, you know, where like there will be like you're all on this disc that's rotating and there's like a spinning arm that goes around and like you have to try and jump over it or duck under it and then people get knocked off. And then if you make it like to like the top 5 or whatever, you're qualified for the next game or whatever. And then it goes so on and so forth. You know, where like the Fall Guy part is like you're always getting knocked off of something, or like there's like these like layers of like hectagon platforms or octagonal platforms that go up, and you start at the very top, and whenever somebody steps on one of the octagons, it disappears. So you're constantly jumping from octagon to octagon, and like you can knock each other off, and then like you fall to the next layer, and it goes on until, you know, there's like however many people left, you know. I don't know.
That sounds fantastic.
And that's just from what I've watched. It kind of reminds me of the that's where I kind of got the idea for the Mario Battle Royale, or the Super Mario BR Rose.
Yeah, I need to check that out, especially if it's still free on PlayStation. I'm not sure.
For sure. Yeah, I want to play it.
That's all we got as far as questions go.
Cool. So thanks so much, guys, for the listener questions and for Jeffrey being the people's champ. We're going to round out the show with Brent's
Super Hardcore Video Game Trivia Challenge. These are 5 questions that could be true, but also could be false. I don't know.
Jamel will find out.
This week's topic is games with a bow and arrow.
Oh, gosh.
All right.
There's only so many.
Yeah, they're all true or false this week. So, number 5, true or false, Dragon Age Retribution was the second game in the series.
Oh, God. I don't know anything about Dragon Age. True.
That's false. Dragon Age Retribution isn't even a real thing, man.
That's how much I know about Dragon Age. Literally never played one.
All right, number 4. Okay. True or false? You can shoot multiple arrows at once in Far Cry Primal.
True.
Ah, good one. Good one.
Yeah.
Good one there. Good one there. All right, true or false? In Crysis 3, you cannot crouch.
I'm going to say false.
Oh, good one. Good one there.
Yeah, that was close.
Yeah.
I almost said the other word.
No. The other word. The word we shall not say.
Yeah.
All right. Number 2. True or false? In Red Dead Redemption 2, if you get your bounty high enough, a bunch of FBI guys in Model T cars will chase you down, and you can actually steal their cars.
False.
Oh, good one. Yeah.
What is that? Some playground rumor shit?
I was trying to start one.
Yeah. Apparently, I was like, damn, I gotta get in there.
Yeah, I was thinking if I made it detailed enough, you just like, you know.
Yeah.
Anyways.
This is the final question, right?
Yeah.
I've already won.
You've already won. Yeah. This is just for the glory.
Yeah. Give me the glory.
Number 1. Next question, I guess. Whatever. True or false? Ellie is 14 in the first Last of Us game.
How old is she in the second one?
She looks like she's like 19 or 20 or something.
Oh, gosh. I don't know the... I'm going to say... True.
Yes, you got it.
Okay.
4 out of 5. Good job.
There we go.
Killed it this week, Dan.
You know, if there's one thing I know, it's the truth. Join our cult. No, I'm just kidding. But anyways, guys, remember, You've been listening to GameSpeak Podcast, courtesy of GameSpeakPodcast.com. The show posts for free every Wednesday on all podcast platforms. Be sure to submit any questions you want us to read on the show to the GameSpeak Podcast Facebook group at facebook.com/group/GameSpeakPodcast. Check out our video content on youtube.com/createforsanity, or you can catch it live on twitch.tv/GameSpeakPodcast every Tuesday at 7:50 p.m. CST. Then if you want to stay up to date with your boys, you can find me on Twitter at the handle Al-Jaffer, Jamal, and Brent at Brent has one. That's the number 1. And check out the GameSpeak Podcast Instagram. Until next time, listeners. Later.